All right, let's get it started. What up, Motekuro? What up, Nils? How you guys doing? Nice to see you very early as usual. So I was thinking today maybe I'm gonna play a little bit on my mini account. Try to make a mid ladder push, like get out of mid ladder. Because we're already pretty high on top ladder on my main account, you know. So I was like, fuck it, maybe we can do some mini account pushing. So let's do that, shall we? Yeah, what up, Bach Official? How you doing, bro? Nice to see you, man. Oh, and yeah, I don't know if you guys saw, but they announced that they're gonna make a Clash Royale movie, or maybe more realistically, a series. I don't know if you guys heard about that. But let me just go to my mini account here, and we can try to get a little higher on that one. Yo, hell yeah, SSWI. Happy that you enjoyed the timing. So, this is my mini account. This is my card levels. Of course, this is the only deck I have. My Princess Tower is also level 13, which is a little, you know, but I can't really like request Princess Tower cards or anything like that. It just goes up with the King level, I think. But yeah, let's just I don't know, request random cards. And yeah, if you guys want to join the main clan but you don't have enough trophies, you can go to this one. This is like the feeder clan from Dam. Dam is the actual leader on this one. Yeah, they're gonna make like either a movie or a series. I don't know yet which one of these it is, but yeah. Ciao Palu, sei un grande pure tu, zio. Okay, so let me just check real quick if we want to play some games on the main account, but if we don't, then we're just gonna start the push on the mini account, and that's gonna be today's stream pretty much. I don't think there's any reason to like go higher right now. We're still top 200 in the world. Let's see where we are in Italy. Forza Reggio Calabria, bro. Forza, forza. Play on your main. I don't know, man. We're already so high. Like, we're still top 10 in Italy, top 100, top 200 in the world, you know. So it's like, let me actually get my mini up. So at some point I can get the mini as high as the main, but first I have to get the evolutions. That's the main thing I'm missing, and also of course the card levels, because I only have Mortar at level 15. But right now, look, I'm at 6,400 trophies. We're in arena 17. Like, I can climb quite a lot, so let's do that. What up, Mayor? All right, good night, bro. Thanks for dropping by. Oh yeah, they already said it was gonna be a movie. Did they leak the what do you call it? The plot? Did they leak anything about it? You know? Yeah, let's relax on the alt account for a bit. Why not? We can have a more chill stream where I'm just like reading chat and stuff, and like we never lose. I can make the objective of this stream to never lose. Like, we get all the way to 9,000 trophies. How about that? I'm just gonna log that. I'll also go for knight here. Top ladder is so much better. I know, bro, but we've had like 2 streams in a row of me dominating on top ladder. I'm like top 200 in the world. It doesn't really get much better than that. I'm gonna tilt if I keep pushing. So I think it's a good occasion to like either grind some grand challenges on the main, or try to get the mini higher so that I can eventually one day just get both of the accounts top 100, and then I can try to push as much as possible on one of them without risking tilting on the other one. You know what I mean? You was top 2 yesterday? Nah, that was not me, bro. I was not top 2, bro. I mean, yeah, we're gonna kill a bunch of these people. We're gonna get to the top, and then we're gonna switch back to the main, you know? I just wanna see if I can get to 9k medals. Or trophies, sorry, this is trophies. We're actually back to trophies now. I got so used to saying medals now, because in Path of Legends it is medals. We're gonna go for a gang down low. A little too early, actually. That's fine. It doesn't really matter. Like, I can probably play like shit and still win all of these games. Like, look at that. I think I'm over leveled even. Like, I never even play on this account. That's why I'm so over leveled right now. Beard looks fresh. Thank you, bro. Appreciate it. I mean, it's just too easy here. You guys might be right. You guys might be right. I think we need to go back to the main account. But like at some point, I really want to get this account higher up, and it's like, if I do it, I might as well do it on stream, you know? Like free content, am I right? You wanna go for a mortar like this? In my mini, I have 5.5k trophies, and I got 20 win streak with all 3 crowns. I have it on the battle log. Hell yeah, dude. I want to go for like a win streak if we're playing on this mini account, where I'm like basically just not losing once on stream. And of course, we haven't lost yet. We just started the stream, but if I can keep it up for the whole stream, why not, right? Go for a Skelly Barrel here. Yo, what's good, Fears? Love from Utah. Hell yeah, dude. You know, I've been on my learning geography shit. You guys probably know by now that I'm into that. And honestly, I'm at the point where all I'm missing is like learning the US states. Like the actual US states and their capital. There's only 50 of them, it's fine. Like I recently learned all of the fucking comuni, I don't know how you call those, like the municipalities, I guess, in Reggio Calabria, which is like there's 97 of them. So if I can do that, then why haven't I learned the US states? Yeah. And honestly, the real answer is just, you know, the US is kind of like, I mean, I don't wanna get into that, but I was like, I don't really want. There's already enough attention to the US. I want to learn some more underrated countries and shit. But I got to the point where it's like, I know the fucking Canada ones, I know the Australia ones. I mean, fuck it, let me learn. I should probably do that next. I should probably learn the US states and their capitals next. Oh yeah. Its stock price plummeted, but notorious insider trader brought 300k of the day. Yeah, bro, it's different names, same shit over and over again. They're working together, they're bought by the same people, whatever. It's fine. Let's just go for the next one. It's pretty fucked, Coed. It's pretty fucked. Where are you from? I'm from the southernmost city in mainland Italy. It's called Reggio Calabria. Non è questo altro account? Lo vogliamo portare un pochino su, così c'ho 2 account magari nella top. Ciao, Samu the Goblin. Okay, this one is gonna be a little bit iffy because I just used my mortar, and now I'm gonna have to cycle to my muskie. But this is gonna be quite annoying. Okay, we're gonna go for a gang, I think. Try to DPS that level 14 E-Giant. It's fine, we got more damage than him despite the really abhorrent, is that a word? The really bad start. I'm gonna go for a knight here. Yeah, probably not even, you know. Fuck it, let them just go. Let's see what happens. Oh, never mind. Okay, I should have probably done something. I was just testing it out. I was just testing the limit of my luck, you know. Abhorrent is a word. Hell yeah, dude. A Instagram, sì, bro. Problematic, qualcosa così, tipo problematic. Non lo so. Oh, come on, did I really miss that? Okay, I am trying to throw, I think. I think I'm trying to throw a game, but no, we said that I would win every single game, so let me lock in a little bit, just a little bit. Like, I don't really need to lock in here, but just enough to not actually lose this, because if I lose this, it will be a little bit embarrassing. We're gonna go for a Skelly Barrel like this, but we want the speed. Why do I keep missing? What's going on? I keep missing for some reason. I'm gonna go for a Fireball. It's just, I don't know. I was trying to get that baby dragon with that knight, but then I missed. I don't know what I'm doing. Or with that Skelly Barrel, I mean. Whatever, man. We're gonna just go for a Musketeer like this. I don't really care about losing my tower there. And then I'm gonna go for a Pocket Mortar. Love the Pocket Mortar. Alright. It kinda looks like I'm trying to lose, honestly. I'm gonna go for a Goblin Gang here. Skelly Barrel like this. I'm gonna go for a Knight. Spear Gubs. One more Fireball. I know it really looks like I'm trying to lose, but I'm kind of just trying to go through this a little faster than I would otherwise. We're gonna go for a Mortar here. I'll go for a Excalibur. We don't even care about our towers. I'm basically just rushing him. I am rushing for the 3 crown against a E-Giant Hog E-Barbs player. Which sounds really stupid until you realize how over-leveled I am. Non ti trovo? Bro, ma se tu sei su Twitch ci sono le cose che puoi cliccare. C'è una di quelle là che dice Instagram. Basta che clicchi quella lì, ti linka direttamente. Sorry for the Italian. Every once in a while it just gets out of me. Ciao Phil. Yo, what up Goober? How you doing? What do you mean you miss me, bro? I've been streaming every day. I've been trying. How are you so over-leveled? It's because I'm on my mini account and I never play on this account. So I'm trying to get to a place where it's like, you know, just more appropriate for me to be in, I guess. That was a crazy Mortar, dude. I don't even know how that worked. We're gonna go for Spear Gobs here. But yeah, no, I am like embarrassingly over-leveled. It's kind of a yikes, honestly. Sarah Keelgan, how are you, bro? They're kind of like Expo. You think it's that, but those 2k damage. Oh, the E-Barbs, you mean? Yeah, for sure, bro. And 7.7k trophies and level 13 cards. Yeah, I'm gonna try to get all the way to 9k, you know, because I think I have the cards for it. Even though Mortar is my only level 15 card, everything else is level 14. Well, except my tower, I guess, which is level 13. But I think I can get to 9k trophies with this. I don't think it's gonna be a problem. What I'm trying to do to make it a little harder, so we can have a little bit of a challenge on our hands, is to not lose even one game. So I want to go from 6k to 9k without losing a game. And I thought, you know, maybe that's gonna make a fun stream. Why not? It took me this long to realize it's not your main. Didn't the fact that I was winning so easily while also reading comments, not really focusing on the game, didn't that ring some alarm bells or something? Yeah, I've been using the same cards the whole time, bro. That's why I'm only leveling up these cards here. Oh, what up, Dot? Alright. Yeah, I mean, if I saw this card level disparity, I would also not want to play, honestly. Like, the moment they see the level 15 Mortar, I would be like, okay, I guess I ain't winning this. Really good damage on both sides. Full counter the Mega Knight. I think we full count. Okay, you know what? I'll go Musketeer here just to be sure. Yeah, because that EQ was not gonna let me full counter it. The Muskie is gonna kill the Princess in one shot, I think. Yeah, yikes. And then we can go for a Excalibur. Mid-ladder prop, dude. It's very rare. Samu, you can write whatever you want, but as long as, if you tell me you understand English, then I'm gonna answer you in English. But if you want to write your messages in Italian, you can. Don't worry, I understand Italian and Spanish. I understand Spanish, but I can't speak it back. That's my problem. That's why I don't say I'm fluent in Spanish, because I can understand everything, but I just can't, like, my vocabulary is so small in Spanish. And I kind of gave up on the Chinese, y'all. After like 100 days in a row, like trying to study a little bit of Chinese, I was like, you know what, I'ma just give up, fuck it, I'ma just stay in Reggio Calabria or whatever. One day I want to go to China though, for real. Hey bro, what if that guy Kangon snipes you here? Guess I'll have to beat his ass on my mini account. Hell yeah, Samu the Goblin. That's good to hear, bro. This is a free-to-play account, Charlie. I have not spent any money whatsoever on my mini. I started it a couple years ago, but I never played on it. Like, I played very little on it. So, you know, I have my deck almost leveled up, but everything else is very, very low. But I don't care because, you know, this is not my actual account. It's just, I just use it for global tournaments, pretty much. Not even in all of them, actually. Most of them I actually don't use it. We're gonna go for a knight here. Skelly Barrel in front. We're gonna log that. And then I think I'll go for a gang as well, opposite lane, why not? Yeah, those Skellies are gonna get... Oh, never mind. I thought the princess was targeting my knight. But it wasn't. Isn't that crazy? I'm gonna wait for the ghost to hit my tower, then we're gonna go for a musk. But still gets 2 hits. Okay, we're gonna go Spear Gobs here. I kinda just wanna get to my Skelly Barrel here. Yeah, that should die. Skelly Barrel goes in front of the Muskie. Yeah, that's a lot of damage. You play ladder on your main. On this stream, I don't know. I wanted to get to like 9k trophies on this stream. Like on my mini. Pretty good timing, bro. Mortar is on tower. GG. Bro, player main is boring push-up medals. I mean, it's gonna... I thought that the interesting part of it would be to see me like not lose even one game, because I want to get all the way to 9k, you know, from 6k to 9k without losing a game. And at some point I'm gonna be the under leveled one, I think, because they are level 15, right, when you get to the top here, or not? But yeah, in case you guys don't want, I can also switch to my main at some point. I just thought after 2 days, like 2 full days of playing on my main, where we also had a pretty good push, you know, I thought, let's do something a little different. Like, it's still a while until end season anyway. And I'm not gonna get like a top 100 season finish, you know, like, I've been struggling to get the top 1k every season, and now everyone's like, yo, you can get top 1 in the fucking world. Like, y'all glazing me too much, you know what I mean? I'm gonna go for a Mortar here. I definitely did not expect a Goblin Stein from him. I'm not even gonna log that. I think I'm good just letting all of this hit. I'm gonna go for a Skelly Barrel like this, Goblin Gang like that. Pretty good, honestly. Yeah. One more win. I guess I didn't 3-crown this guy. Is that a problem? Oh, never mind. I guess you could still 3-crown him. Nah, it's too late. We can 2-crown him. I'll 2-crown him. Alright, GG. What's the easiest deck to play in your opinion? The easiest deck to pick up and get consistently good with is probably E-Golem SK. You don't need to learn how to defend, and it has a pretty low skill floor. The skill ceiling is not that high either, but there are a lot of things you can get better at. So it's not like skillless necessarily. When they play it at the top, it's pretty skillful. Yeah, we're getting quite a lot of crowns here. Should I switch to this one? Nah, I think I like the current banner I have on my mini. Yo, we got to a new arena. Hell yeah, dude. New arenas, new banners. Bunch of little knickknacks here. Buonasera Danizigli. Yeah, I tilt 10 season every single time, bro. Yeah, I mean, pretty good. Where is the next one? 7k. Alright, let's get to 7k trophies without losing once, I guess. Are the Twitch chat and YouTube connected on the same screen? Yes. I have the Twitch and YouTube chat on one window, and then I have the TikTok chat on another one. We're gonna go for a Skelly Barrel here. Going against a chef player with a level 11 mask. Yeah, no, I gotta get a lot higher, chat. I gotta get a lot higher than this. Like, this is not good, bro. I have level 15 cards, like, feel a little bad, honestly. But this is dog 2.6, so maybe it shouldn't feel that bad after all. I mean, I'm letting him get hits because I'm not thinking he's gonna be able to win anyway, but this guy could prove me wrong. He seems to be pretty high up considering what his levels are. Yeah, I mean, I have an over-leveled Fireball. He can't really do much. Like, I feel bad for him, but let's just get this over quick, you know? I feel like it would be worse if I just prolong this suffering, you know what I mean? What are the most famous non-win condition decks? What was this name? Chris Bell. The Chris Bell decks. Specifically the OG Chris Bell deck. That is, in my opinion, well, no, because I'm thinking about one tricks. If you're just thinking in general, what other non-win condition? No, you know what? It has to be Chris Bell. I don't even know any other player that is like that good, or any other deck even that is that used without win condition. It has to be Chris Bell. The guy that has like it's like Chris Bell but with 1-5 instead of IS. You know what I mean? It's like CR No, CHR15. You guys know what I'm trying to say. Whatever. Let's just win here. Fireball, log, GG. Good game. But yeah, nice to see you in the chat, Milo. I'm not gonna play my main today, I don't think so, because we want to get to 9,000 trophies on my mini without a max deck or without any evos either. Did you see Kangdon earlier? I was on his stream for a little bit. Did he push high up? I didn't stay too long. Yeah, we have over leveled everything, dude. But it's fine, chat. The higher we get, the more balanced it's gonna be. For now, let me just destroy everyone here. Bum, 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 bum. You should make a free-to-play account. This is a free-to-play account. What I'm playing right now is a free-to-play account, bro. I did not spend any money on this account whatsoever. I never play it, so it's like, you know, I'm trying to get it to a spot where it's more appropriate for me to be in with these card levels, but this account is fully free to play. Oh my god, I one-shot his firecracker. I feel so bad about being over level, chat. How long have you been playing? In general, 9 years. I downloaded this game when it came out. How do you get level 15? Wow. Basically, I only log in onto this account when I'm playing on the global tournaments. You know, like I already play with my main and I'm like, nah, I want to play a little more. This doesn't happen often. It's like maybe once every couple of months, once every 3 or 4 months. But then I play on this one and then you get the rewards from it. I've been doing this when chests were still a thing, you know. So it's like... I got enough cards to get all my cards to level 14. Only my deck though, because that's the thing. I only use this deck, but not enough for level 15 because it's actually really hard to get elite wild cards when you're only leveling up one deck. I noticed. I'm just gonna log these out because I know it kills. Otherwise, I would not have done that. But yeah, and yeah. I mean, it got me to this point. I even managed to get the Mortar level 15, but I don't have any of the evolutions, you know? So that's a little different, I guess. I'm gonna go for a Skelly Barrel here and a Goblin Gang here. On top layer, do you put Mortar in the middle first play? I do if my hand is awkward, and with that I mean like, if I can't cycle a Skelly Barrel, if I can't cycle a Log, if I can't split Spear Gods, you know, I'll probably do it. I guess if I have a Goblin Gang, that's still a better move. Like, honestly, Mortar first play is only technically like a good move, like a safe move. When you're... how do I say this? When your starting hand is Knight, Musketeer, Fireball, and Mortar. If that's your starting hand, then Mortar first play is the best move. Otherwise, you always have a better move. You can cycle Spear Gobs, you can cycle Gang, you can cycle a Skelly Barrel, you can even cycle a Log, and that's still better than cycling a Mortar, unless your opponent has a Log bait, but in that case, you don't really know. That's why when I'm really tryharding, I wait a little bit before making my first move, just to see if my opponent plays any card at 10. Like, I will leak 0.1 elixir, you know, as little elixir as possible, and then I'll make my move. Bro, why do you do this? I play level 12, 7k trophies, and you're definitely better 0 losses or something. Yeah, I'm gonna get 0 losses, but I'm just trying to get to 9k medals. Like 9k trophies, sorry, I keep getting confused. That's all I'm trying to do. I don't really wanna like dunk on people or like smurf or whatever, but I just wanna get my mini account to the top so that it's not unfair anymore, you know what I mean? Because I never push on this account. That's why we're in this situation now. It gets my levels up because I've been, you know, having this account for years and I never push on it. Like, I need to do it. Kangdon got stream sniped and got so mad. Hell yeah, bro. No, that's actually really good. He does that to people all the time. He needed that to happen to him. I'm actually really happy that happened. I don't know who did it, but you're doing a service for the community. Whoever stream sniped Kangdon, I am really happy about that. Thank you for doing that. I'm gonna go for a Knight here. As you guys saw, Knight does full counter MK, even if they're the same level. Like, mine is over leveled, but it will still counter, full counter, like even if they were the same level. We're gonna go for a Mortar here. Yeah, the last couple games might be challenging, but I just want to finish the trophy road on my mini as well. Do you usually use Cannoneer? Nope. I am always using the Tower Princess. Yes, I am Ultimate Champ. I didn't want to bully the lower players, dude. It's just like, I need to get this account up at some point. Yeah, what up, Kangdon? Is it true that you got stream sniped? Sì, sono italiano, Leo. Is it true that you got stream sniped and got really mad? That's called karma, bro. Maybe now you'll stop stream sniping me all the time, huh? Nah, I was not, I think. Who's out here spreading, like, fake news about Kangdon's stream? What's your problem, bro? Or is Kangdon lying? You're top 40 right now? God damn, Kang, you gotta chill. You gotta chill, dude. You're too good. You're too good for your own good. I'm gonna go Spear Gobs here. I don't even know if that's gonna do anything. Not really. Okay, I guess it forced out arrows. Half a screen challenge? How do I do half a screen challenge? Like, do I just put like a cardboard piece on top of my screen? And that would be easy, bro. That would be easy. You know, people ask me sometimes if I ever get bored of playing my deck, and usually I don't because I'm on top ladder and it's actually hard, but honestly, right now I'm kinda bored of my deck. It's just too easy, bro. Like, I don't really have to think about what I'm doing. I'm literally just placing cards down. Like, I'm not really thinking, you know? But it's because I'm over leveled, you know? I'm not just saying this like, oh, I'm so much better than these players. It's like, I am over leveled, I think. By a lot. Like, I recognize that, you know? That's why I can play so mindlessly right now. Or you could use lower level decks, but yeah, you do you. I mean, yeah, I could use some other cards, because I don't really have anything else leveled up, you know? But whatever, man. I'm a one-trick, right? Out of 10, how good is the version of Mortar Bait that you use this meta? I'll say, like, if we're taking the 1 to be when it was like the least playable ever, and 10 when it was like the most meta it's ever been, I'd say it's at a solid 8 right now, which is very rare. Usually it's really bad, but I'd say my deck is pretty good this meta, actually. Yo, Joe Nino, what up, bro? What decks did you play before Mortar? I used to play Minor Poison for a little bit, and before that it was just like random shit because I just started, you know. You should make an in-depth guide on YouTube for Mortar players. I have like 400 plus videos about this specific deck. There is word of Battlefront 3, spread the word. I don't play Battlefront, but you guys heard it here first. Battlefront 3, maybe, someday. Can you understand whether it's your matchup just by starting hand? What? Just by starting hand? What do you mean? The matchup is about which deck my opponent is using. It's not about my deck. Well, it is about my deck and which deck my opponent is using, but the starting hand has nothing to do with that. Are you on an alt account? Yes, I'm on my mini right now. Yeah, I'm just bullying these players for now, but eventually, right, by the end of the stream, we should be at a good spot. I'm just gonna get to 9k, y'all. It's gonna be like a 3000 trophy climb, but why not? Do they give away evolutions often? I don't think so. Maybe like once every couple months. But yeah, I'll never get my evolutions on this account, I think. Quite sad, bro. Hope you're having a wonderful day, man. Yo, thank you, Pickney. Hope you're having a wonderful day too, bro. Oh yeah, I'm actually having a really good day. I forgot to tell you guys because I just started the stream, but today I got a car. I finally have a mode of transportation in this surprisingly unwalkable European city where I'm at. You know, I shouldn't say that. There is like good public transport actually. I have the station close to where I am and the airport, but you know, airport is not local transport. There is buses too, but yeah, the thing is like everyone uses a car here. It's just like the car infrastructure is like everything is car infrastructure. It's more like the public transport has to adapt to the car infrastructure. Funnily enough. Okay, I played that Mortar a little too early. Whatever. Where are you from if you don't mind? I don't mind at all. I'm from the southernmost city in mainland Italy. It's called Reggio Calabria. It's you know, a city that was colonized by the Greek before the Europeans got, well, before the, sorry, Greeks are Europeans, before the Romans got there. So, you know, you can kind of see the Greek influence. We're in like the Greek part of Italy. It used to be called Magna Grecia. Okay, I should probably lock in here so that I don't actually... Oh, never mind. Did I fuck up? I think I fucked up. Am I gonna lose? No, wait. Okay, I gotta actually lock in here because I don't want to lose. Okay. I was almost selling the game there. But let me just lock back in here. You just needed to be in the game for a second, mentally speaking, I mean. And now we're gonna be back, bro. GG. That's how easy it is. You look at your smart in history in a good way. I'm more into geography than history, actually. I'm not really good at history because like dates are really bad for me. Yo, Booba Corelli, thank you for the GG, dude. I think this guy streams as well. I think this is a pretty good player, chat. Thank you for the 5 GGs. Nice to see you. Do you know any Albanians? Let me think about it. Well, not like closely. I have met some Albanians, of course, but I don't think I have any Albanian friends, like close friends. Yo, what up, Bobber? How you doing? What car? I forgot what it was called, but it's a pretty nice car. It's not like a very expensive car. It's actually the cheapest car I could find, but it's a pretty good car. I'm gonna go for Spear Gobs. Okay, never mind. We're just gonna log here. Now, if I start BMing people too, like, okay, I'm an Ultimate Champion player. I'm over leveled. If I start BMing as well, it's like, what am I doing, you know? I just hit 7k trophies yesterday. GG for you, bro. I'm gonna hit 7k trophies today. And then I'm gonna hit 8k. And then I'm gonna hit 9k. That's gonna be today's stream, bro. We haven't lost yet, of course, but we're gonna try to keep it like that. For free? No, I did not get the car for free. Well, I guess I technically did. It's a very technically, but yeah. I'm gonna log here. Do you play for stuff on this account? What? What does that mean? Oh, pay for stuff. No. This is a completely free-to-play account, chat. So I'm gonna hit 9k with a free-to-play account on stream. Bro is not Bobby. Who's Bobby? Bro, I'm a Brazilian, but my grandfather and his other family Italians. Taranto. Yeah, you say Taranti, but I think you mean Taranto. Castle in Italy by the name of... No, Taranto. Yeah, that's how it's called. Yeah, of course I know about Taranto, bro. That's sick. All the way from Brazil. I noticed that a lot of people from the south of Italy have gone to colonize, I guess. Well, not really colonize, but like... there was a big migratory movement from the south of Italy all over the world, bro, to America, to Argentina, like everywhere in South America, actually, but Argentina specifically. And also to Australia. Like, I've noticed that the people that are from my area of Italy, they've pretty much spread out all over the world, bro. I've traveled too for a while, but now I'm back, I guess. You can never predict life, dude. I was always the guy that was like, yeah, I'm never gonna stay in this city, you know? Wanting to get out and travel from a very young age. I moved out like when I was 18. As soon as I turned 18, I went to the Netherlands, lived there for 5 years. So, you know, I never thought I'd be back and staying here, actually, you know? But life can surprise you in many ways. Just like this Mega Knight player was surprised to find out that he was not the most over-leveled guy today. Yeah, that's all South Europeans, pretty much, bro. What are you playing mid ladder? I'm trying to get my mini account to 9k. We're in the Netherlands, Enschede. Enschede, it's a very nice city in the region of Overijssel on the east of the Netherlands. It's on the border with Germany, and I spent 5 years there, dude. It's a dope place. It's where I have most of my friends, actually. It's the place I miss the most. And most importantly, I guess, it is the place where I was the happiest throughout my life, I think. Yeah, I'd say that's fair. Really felt a big sense of community there. I went to university there to study game design. Say something Netherlands? You mean like to say something in Dutch? Hallo, ik ben Jerry. Frikandel broodje lekker. Dankjewel. Alsjeblieft. Eet smakelijk. Is that good for you? That's pretty much all the Dutch I know. Godverdamme. Do you have a full-time job? Sometimes, not all the time. So I guess a part-time job. I'm a full-time, part-time job guy. Is that a thing? Does that fall within the categories that are accepted by society? We started with thinking that you're Brazilian too because of your charisma. Oh shit, thank you, bro. I don't really think of myself as charismatic, at least not lately. There's definitely been periods of my life where I was like, oh shit, bro, I am him. But I don't know, man. I guess the effect I have when I go to my hometown is just my ego. Is that? No, it's not really ego. My self-confidence, just my confidence, I guess, falls way down. I'm like way more confident when I'm like homeless, vagabonding around the world, meeting random people. Here is like I'm so isolated that at some point you do start, you know, needing to touch grass, I guess. And I miss touching grass, like in the true sense of the word, because I've been exploring the map around here as well. It's not the same though, going country to country, you know, going from fucking paese to paese, like going from village to village, not the same as going from country to country, you know. I'm gonna go Spear Gubs here. I'll go for a Excalibur, but he can't get in front of the Muskie. I don't even know why I'm actually trying here. It's like I'm so over leveled, it's embarrassing, honestly. I'm starting to play like really, really bad. If I switch to my main account right now, I will probably play so bad. It will be really embarrassing. Which countries have you been to? Ok, let me try to... Sì, sono sul secondo account in questo momento. Doesn't your dad own a cheap shop or some shit? Damn, Vanguards, you know some lore about me, dude. Hell yeah, dude. Yeah, in Italy you call it caseificio. That's the Italian word for it. But yeah, it's basically like milk products and stuff like that. You'll need to have more ego and self-confidence at some point to prevent self-destructive thoughts, for sure. Good cure to depression. It's a pleasure to watch your stream there a few minutes ago. New sub. Yo, thank you so much, man. How old are you? I am 25, bro. I am 25. But yeah, which countries have you been to? So, I've been born in Italy. The first country that I've been to that was not Italy was actually Vatican City. When I was 1 year old. I mean, I went after also, but I was there the first time when I was 1 year old. But yeah, after that, I've been to... So I don't know if you guys know about this. There's like this cruise that sank 100 years exactly after the Titanic in Italy. It's called Costa Concordia. I was on that cruise when I was 12 years old, which was 1 year before it sank. And with that one, I went to another couple of countries where I just stayed, you know, for like 1 day. So I don't know if you want to count it or not. But I have technically been to France because I've been to Marseille for like a couple hours. And I've technically been to Africa because with that same cruise, I've been to Tunis, you know, for also just a couple hours at most. But that was the only time I've ever been to Africa, just a couple hours in Tunis, which is in Tunisia, of course. But yeah, after that, the actual places I've been to the Netherlands, of course. That's where I moved and lived for a while. I've explored everywhere around the Netherlands. I've been to Belgium, walked from the station to the airport, which actually was It took me a very long time. Yeah, Schettino, bro, my dad met Schettino. Well, I technically met Schettino when I was 12 years old. There's like a picture of my dad shaking his hand. Nobody had any idea, you know. That was like a year earlier than, yeah, when the shit happened. But you look Indian for real? Yeah, people tell me that a lot. Usually when I grow my beard, people start shifting more towards Arabic than Indian though. I'm pretty good, Luke. How are you? Which country in Europe do you like the most besides Italy? Definitely the Netherlands, dude. Even though Spain has a big place in my heart as well. Any tips on keeping track of elixir? Yes, you don't actually need to count the elixir. You just need to see when you and your opponent are both at max elixir or when your opponent is at 0. And you can find that out in a lot of ways. Like if he needed to play a card but he played it like too late, he probably didn't have enough elixir for it, and then you can count the elixir from there. It's not about like constantly keeping track of the elixir. It's just about like recognizing when he's full and when he's empty. Yes, dude, actually. What are your thoughts on India? I think it's a dope-ass country. I think India is probably the most underrated country in the world right now. Well, maybe China, but what I'm trying to say is like people are way too racist like towards India, like Indian culture in general, not even towards Indians themselves, which that's actually a big thing. But yeah, India is like definitely the most mistreated country in the world right now. You got a new subscriber. Thank you, Sari. Appreciate it, man. Where are you from? I'm from the southernmost city in mainland Italy. It's called Reggio Calabria. Sì, sono stato sulla Concordia. Di sicuro ancora ci sono i miei record sul coso di Tekken che c'era là dentro nella sala giochi. Perché c'avevo il record l'anno prima, non so se l'hanno battuto tempo che è affondata. Però forse ci sono i miei record di Tekken al fondo del mare da qualche parte. Can you play with me? No, bro, sorry. We're gonna be climbing a ladder today. Sorry for the little bit of Italian there. But yeah, let me keep going with the list. I've been to Belgium, I've been to Spain, I've been to like all of Andalusia in Spain, you know. I've been to Austria for like 8 months in Carinthia, but I've traveled all over Austria as well. That was a dope ass country. I really do miss Austria. And where else? I've been to San Marino, which is another country inside Italy. It's an entirely different country though. That's where I got this tattoo. Me and my friend got high on LSD and climbed the mountain of San Marino. It took us the whole day, but it was like probably one of the best experiences of my life, like ever. No, destructed my mortar anyway. But yeah, where else have I gone? I've gone to Germany. I've been to Germany many times in a lot of different places. Usually just going through from the Netherlands to Austria. But I've also been to Romania a handful of times. Romania is dope. But I've mostly been around Bucharest. I went to like Sinai and Azuga as well. But yeah, those were dope places as well. I've been to Slovenia for a little bit. For like a couple days. Because I was like on a road trip, on like a car trip from Austria, from like the south of Austria. So we dipped into Slovenia for a little bit. Where else have I been? I've been, you know, just flying over, I guess. Well, not flying over, but like staying at the airport and shit. I've been to places like Saudi Arabia, to Oman. But those were always just like me stopping through. And usually I go for like crazy airplane routes where I have to wait like 5-6 hours. One time even like 10 hours at an airport, you know. So I don't just stay in the airport the whole time. I do see the places that are nearby, especially if they make me pay for the visa anyway, which is what happened in Saudi Arabia. I was supposed to be like 5 hours at the airport, and then they made me pay a 1 year worth of visa. That's a whole story there. But yeah, I've been to Thailand, I've been to Cambodia, I've been to Vietnam. You're from Palestine? Hell yeah, dude. Free Palestine, bro. Do you have like satellite internet or whatever? Because I have a guy from Palestine in this in my clan as well. You visit Croatia? No, I did not go to Croatia. Yeah, I'm missing that whole area of the Balkans that is like on the Mediterranean Sea. Come visit the Baltic countries someday. I've been to Katowice in Poland. Oh wait, no, that's not Baltic yet though. That is like Eastern Europe, but not Baltic. I've been to Helsinki. I've been to Helsinki for a Clash Royale tournament for the CRL in 2020. That's the closest I've been to the Baltic countries. Only Finland, only Helsinki, and all because of Clash Royale, which is kind of crazy because usually I will never go that far north. I hate the cold, personally. That's why I'm only going to like these, you know, very hot countries. But yeah, Helsinki is the furthest north I've ever been. Oh, I've also been to America when I was 16. I've been to New York for a project with my high school. I was basically the only guy that could speak English in my whole high school, so they sent me. But is this thing called the Project MUN, Model UN. They basically take a bunch of high schoolers from all over the world and they bring them to the UN, like the United Nations, where there's all the presidents and shit. And they basically simulate being presidents. And guess what? They assigned me India. So I had to like represent India in this fake mock-up UN thing. But it was inside the actual UN, inside the actual room of the presidents, like in the UN, in the main room. It was kind of a crazy experience. I smoked a joint inside the UN when I was 16. And at the time, I've heard now it's legal in New York, but at the time it was illegal, bro. Visit Bosnia, our coastline is better than Croatia. Yeah, your coastline. I mean, I'm sorry, I shouldn't make fun of your small coastline. It's all Croatia's fault. Answer about the deck, please. What's the minimal arena to get these cards on your deck? I guess we can check together. Sì, Nicola, a me mi hanno scelto perché ero letteralmente l'unico, zio. Come to Malta? Yeah, I haven't been to Malta yet, dude. I really need to go at some point because it's so close to where I am. Malta is like in line of air. It is the closest country to where I am right now, other than Italy, of course. But yeah, let's see which arena you need to be to play my deck, because I think you don't even need to be that high. I think you can get all the cards by like, yeah, the Rascal's Idol, maybe even earlier actually, because I think the last card that you get is the Goblin Gang or the log. Okay, I guess for the log you need to be at 3,400. So arena 11 is the smallest arena for you to play my deck. You know anything about Estonia? I mean, I know the capital is Tallinn. That's it. That's literally all I know about Estonia, bro. And I mean, I know the flag. It's a pretty dope flag, actually. I like the colors. No, I've not been to Russia, bro. Oh, you guys are also from Calabria? Hell yeah. Nice to see some Calabrians in the chat. Especially Calabrians that speak English. Hell yeah. Katowice ci giocano i tornei di esports, giusto? Non lo so, io ci sono passato con un Flixbus. Sono stato un paio di ore, mi sono fumato una bella cannetta al parco che c'è lì vicino alla stazione di smistamento di Katowice. Any substitute for log? Bar barrel, that's the only one. I guess you could go for like a snowball or some other small spell, maybe a zap, but realistically bar barrel is the only replacement you can get for log. I guess you could put a curse, but you still need log even if you have curse. Usually if you want to put goblin curse in your deck, you replace the spear gobs. Yo, good night, Starry. Thank you for dropping by. You know how to play Expo? Not really, no. I'm a one-trick, bro. I'm a full one-trick, bro. Yeah, bro, we've been to Helsinki and stuff like that. You're from Finland? Hell yeah, bro. Finnish sounds so funny to me as an Italian. Yo, Italians in the chat, go look right now online what Finnish sounds like. Tell me if it doesn't sound super funny. It's like a very weird... I don't know. If you're Italian, I feel like you will understand what I mean. She sounds straight like a movie. Hell yeah, bro. Some parts of my life definitely felt like a movie. I'm kinda... like, my life slowed down a lot since I came back to my hometown, but... you know, it used to be crazy, man. That's why I like to go around the world and just go and do it without money. That's how you get the most memories, you know? Because if you have a lot of money, then it's just like a vacation or something, but... if you're doing that shit with no money, you get into the wackiest situations, I swear to God. Yeah, Clash Royale is finished. That's why I went to Finland in the first place. It was for the Clash Royale League. Got my final exams tomorrow, but you're keeping me locked in here. Nah, Tristan, don't give me the fault, bro. It's all you, man. It's all you, bro. If you gotta do your exams, go do them. I'm not responsible, okay? Bro, why do you ban them? Who? I don't even think I banned anyone today. What are you talking about? You're from Malta is amazing. I've heard so, bro. A friend of mine went there for like a whole year. He recently went back to the Netherlands, but yeah. I'm from Lamezia Terme, my man. What up, bro? I've been to Lamezia Terme a lot of times. I actually have this abandoned hotel that I go crash in, like squat, whenever I'm waiting for the airplane. Because this abandoned hotel is very close to the airport in Lamezia. And I'm just chilling there all the time. It's like having my own house there. Nobody knows. Yo, 18 Dwarf. Thank you for the follow. Appreciate it. Alright. I think we're getting closer and closer to actually fair levels. I'm gonna log here, even though it was a little unnecessary. People nice today, man. Yeah. The chat is not too toxic, I guess. I'm gonna go for a Skelly Barrel and a Goblin Gun. I live near this hotel? Are we talking about the same hotel, dude? That's crazy. Fuck, what was it called again? I think the place that is called Marinella, like the little summer village there. But I forgot the name of the hotel. It was like abandoned in 2019, I think. I even recorded a rap song in that hotel. Okay, weird, very weird push. Very, very weird push. You play my deck? Nah, I only play this deck, bro. Yeah, what's up, Gabriel? How you doing? Che account è? Il mio mini account. And we're getting to 9K today. That's what we're trying to do. I'll just log this and then go for Spear Gobs and Skelly Barrel. Yeah, these are a little too easy. Hey, thanks, bro. I look forward to your streams every day on TikTok. Your commentary and vibes are the best, bro. Keep it up. Yo, thank you so much, man. I really appreciate the vibes today. I really do, man. Oh. Yes, I am on my alt chat. I'm on my mini account. We're trying to like basically just get it up. I should have pre-logged, honestly. Like, I knew it would do that, but I didn't pre-log. Like, why are you still playing, though? You're just making this more annoying. Just let me get on to the next game. Okay, you know what? Fuck it. Time to win. I'll just go Mortar here. I'll ignore everything on that side. Just go in. Just go in, bro. Goblin Gang like this. And now pre-log in case he goes for a last second. Scar me. Oh my god, I'm so good. You guys see that pre-log there? Like, what? What are we talking about? What are we talking about, man? Did anyone see that? Nice deck, bro. You play great. Thank you so much. I watch you on YouTube and TikTok. Hell yeah, Log. I see you. I see you on both chats. Yo, Fede, grazie per il follow, bro. Thank you for the follow. Yo, hello PL. How are you, bro? Sì, sono italiano, Checco. Sono di Reggio Calabria. Non solo della provincia di Reggio Calabria, ma del comune di Reggio Calabria, proprio al centro. Okay. We're just gonna go for a musketeer here. You like the Godfather movie? I didn't care for the Godfather movie. It insists upon itself. No, actually, I tried to watch that movie like a bunch of times. I never managed to get to the end. I think The Godfather is the movie that I've tried to watch the most times and failed. Because I think I tried like 4 or 5 times. I always fall asleep before the end. Every single time I try to watch it, I fall asleep before the end. I swear to God. It's like a curse. Or maybe just the movie being too boring, but either way. We're gonna go for a Mortar here. I'm not even exaggerating. I legitimately tried to watch it like that many times and always failed. Every single time. Che grande, sei top altissima. Sì, Checco. Siamo proprio in alto. Cioè, non con questo account. Is this your streaming time every evening, night? Not really. I need to like get a consistent streaming time. Everyone keeps telling me, but yeah, my days are just a little unpredictable at the moment. Like, I never know when I wake up, when I have other stuff to do. because you know, but I should start to get like a consistent streaming time. I just worry about the fact that like a lot of the usuals that come here every time I stream, they're not even on the same time zone. So I don't want to make it so nobody can watch the stream again. You know what I mean? Like even one person. So I think it's nice to have the streams be a little unpredictable at least, because of the fact that you know, that way everyone can catch some stream. But yeah, at some point I think I need to get a clear schedule. Parli stra bene inglese, grazie Dan. Sì, sono italiano, fra. Make it this time, man, perfect for me. Yeah, I know, but then I will never see Goober ever again. No, probably I will still see Goober. I wouldn't see some other people, I guess, but it's whatever, man. Let's go for a muskie here. Love from Utah. Thank you, bro. Appreciate it. Okay. I'm just gonna go for a Skelly Barrel here. I think oh, I didn't want to go for a gang. I actually want to go for a Fireball, but sure. I mean, we win anyway, no matter what. I want to get to the point where other people have level 15 cards so that I can be the under-leveled one. Because for now, the only problem I have is that I have no Evos. The other cards are level 14, but who cares, right? Let's go for the next one. You keep track of the enemy's hand. Only a couple cards, not the whole hand. Like maybe 1 or 2 cards out of the whole 8-card deck. Maybe 3 when I'm like really locked in, you know? Bro, my brother wants me to try this game. It's a slippery slope, man. It's a slippery slope. I installed this game back in 2016 to demonstrate to my cousin how shitty mobile games are. And like how predatory the system would be of the game itself. And then I got stuck into it. So it's a slippery slope, bro. That's all I'm saying. Love from Torbella. Gabriel, are you from Torbella, Monaco? Is that true? Un saluto da Pisa. Che roba, regà. Ok, vi dico un segreto. Little bit of an Italian interlude here for the guy from Pisa. Quando stavo viaggiando per il sud-est Asia, che ero in Vietnam, ero in Thailandia, c'erano 2 tipi che tipo li vedevo in ogni posto che andavo. Li ho incontrati la prima volta in Thailandia, dopo li ho incontrati di nuovo in Vietnam, dopo siamo tornati in Thailandia assieme. Però uno di questi 2 tipi era di Livorno. E io non so un cazzo né di Livorno né di Pisa né niente, ok? Perché io sono del sud, raga. Però ha capito, viaggiando con questo qui, il tipo di rivalità che c'è tra Livorno e Pisa, perché ovunque eravamo, lui scriveva Pisa merda ovunque. Ha scritto Pisa merda sulla sabbia del deserto quando eravamo in Vietnam. Ha scritto Pisa merda sulla pancia di un mimo che c'era in Thailandia, uno che tipo si faceva scrivere la roba addosso se gli davi soldi. E lui ha scritto Pisa merda addosso. Cioè, ci rendiamo conto? Ci rendiamo conto? Che tipo? Have you been to Asian countries? Yes, I've been to Thailand, Cambodia, and Vietnam. Those are the only Asian countries I've been to. I guess you could count as well Oman and Saudi Arabia, but I've only been there for a very short period. And you know, I don't even know if you like. Yeah, of course they are Asian in the sense that like they are in Asia, but I don't really know why people consider the Middle East and the rest of Asia to be the same. I feel like the Middle East should be its own, like, okay, maybe not continent, but I don't know. To me, if the Middle East is like Southwest Asia, then Europe is Northwest Asia. You know what I mean? Like Europe doesn't deserve to be a fucking continent, bro. Like I get it, there's a lot of countries there, but it's like Europe is literally just Northwest Asia, right? If we're stretching it that much that we're calling the Middle East Asia, which we are, so I'm gonna go for a mortar here. Where are you born? I was born in the southernmost city in mainland Italy. It's called Reggio Calabria, and I am there right now as well. I came back after 5 years of travel, and now I'm gonna stay here for a while. Bro, sei fatto ma davvero poco, eh? Io me ne sono fumato una proprio ore fa. Sono proprio al limite della fattanza, però se la vuoi considerare fattanza, la puoi considerare fattanza. Bro, why aren't you playing Ultimate Champion? Because I want to get my mini account to 9,000 trophies, bro. Where do you travel to? Oh, I listed all the countries earlier, but mainly in Europe and Southeast Asia. By that logic, Africa is just Southwest Asia. Well, no, because that's what I'm saying. They're calling the Middle East Asia, which is Southwest Asia, right? If okay, listen, South Asia is like India. It's like India, Pakistan, that stuff. That's called South Asia. Like that's classified as South Asia. Southeast Asia is like Thailand, Cambodia, Vietnam, all that stuff there, right? And that's Southeast. But then, like, what is Southwest? Well, the Southwest is Middle East, right? Because in the Middle East, it is considered Asia. Nobody calls it Southwest Asia, but it's west of South Asia, right? By that same logic, what's like north of the Middle East? That's fucking basically Eastern Europe, isn't it? You got an American accent? You're the first person to say that. Everyone usually tells me I sound like Indian or Italian, which I am. How do you learn English? Just spend a lot of time on the internet. I was watching hella YouTube when I was a kid. By 14, I was fluent in English, which is crazy because I never studied it. I just watched hella Northern Lion. How do you manage to travel this much? Basically just embrace adventure, embrace discomfort. Do you guys know like Yes Theory? Doing crazy shit, bro. Like I've been hoboing around, I've been vagabonding around, getting the cheapest airplane tickets I can find anywhere. Like I've gotten airplane tickets that were like 5 euros, you know? One time I bought an airplane ticket from Belgium to Romania for 3 euros. This was during COVID time, so you can't find prices like this anymore. But what I'm trying to say is traveling, not like vacation, you know, but like traveling like a adventure, you know, like a vagabond. That's a lot more possible than people think. Everyone is always like, oh, you need money to travel, you need this, you need that. You need a little bit of money just for emergency, but you can do most things without money if you embrace the adventure. And usually doing it without money is actually what makes the adventures happen. Because like a lot of the crazy situations I got in, I wouldn't have gotten in if I had money, you know? How many languages can you speak? Italian and English. I speak a little bit of Spanish, but I just speak Italian and English pretty much. Were you homeless during these adventures? Most of it. Well, homeless in the sense that I didn't own a home. But if we're talking in percentage, the amount of times that I slept outside compared to like sleeping inside somewhere, like even just crashing in an abandoned place or whatever, it was very small. It was maybe like 2%, maybe like 5%. Okay, more like 5% of the time. Most of the time I had a place to squat, you know? Because there's like, the government doesn't want you to know this, but there is a lot of empty buildings everywhere around the world. There's so many empty buildings that you can just live in. The reason the government doesn't want you to know this is because then you will have to get outside of the confines of society, not paying taxes, not participating into the economy. Those are all things that cannot happen under capitalism, you know? We're gonna go for a muskie here. I'll actually just go for a mortar, then I'll go for a spear gods. Alright, pretty good. What's the craziest story? Bro, my craziest stories I cannot tell on Twitch or TikTok or like YouTube. I can just not tell online. But yeah, lots of crazy shit, dude. I'm gonna go for a mortar here. Best country city you've been? I fell in love with Cadiz a little bit. Like Cadiz in the south of Spain is actually amazing. I slept on the beach there during fucking January, bro. Sleeping in the beach, no tent, sleeping in the beach in January. Like, tell me where else you can do that, bro. I mean, probably in some other places for sure. Di dove sei? Di Reggio Calabria, bro? Sì, sono 100% Italian. I am 100% from Italy, from generations and generations, just in Calabria specifically. Like, my family, both sides, they have been in Calabria for so many generations. I don't even know where we would have been before that. I practice cap Italianism by telling lies to Italians. Bro! It literally hit me at the end how good that joke was. Holy shit. I actually enjoyed that. I know it sounds like I'm being sarcastic right now. That was an underrated joke. Cap Italianism. That's honestly, Dickwood, I'm gonna give you VIP just for that. VIP Oh wait, no, he's on YouTube. You cannot give VIP on YouTube. Discord, if you go on Twitch, I'm giving you VIP just for that joke. Alright, we're at 7k now, chat. We just hit 7k. Let's keep going. I've been to Austria. Bro, I've been to Austria for like 8 months. Traveled all over Austria. I fucking love it. Austria is so underrated, bro. People really don't talk about it, but it's fucking amazing, man. Most of the time I was in this small village called Ledenitzen. It's like near Villach. But yeah, we don't need to buy any of this. Let's just keep going, I guess. It's okay, I got the VIP in my heart. Hell yeah. What's your profession? I used to be a game developer, like a game designer specifically. Nowadays, I guess you could call me a prompt engineer because I've been hired to do stuff like that sometimes. Just basically making software in languages, in programming languages that I don't even speak. Just using AI. I don't know what else I've done. I mean, I've been a dealer in a couple different countries. I've only been busted a couple times. I've been, I don't know, changing mattresses in hotels that are almost abandoned just to stay there. What else have I been doing? I've been a content creator. I made some money through content creation as well. Made some songs too. I don't know, bro. I just find the whole, like, what do you do as a job thing so reductive. That's why usually I say I kill billionaires. That's my actual job. What type of dealer? Just weed. Just weed. I don't fuck with any other shit, bro. Other shit kinda whack. Weed is where I'm at. Oh my god, did I? Okay. Whatever, man. Whatever. I'm kinda like half playing, half reading chat. Bro will finna get himself arrested. Now, all the things that I allegedly did happened in other countries, in other years. You know, it's like, it's not close to me, neither physically nor temporally, okay? You play Clash on Bad? What do you think I'm doing right now, brother? What do you think I'm doing right now? Now, for real, you made songs? Yeah, bro. Search for Gerardo Pratico on YouTube, and you will find my actual account with my name and surname, where I have a bunch of songs. I have lectures about metaphysics, believe it or not. I used to get high on LSD and make lectures about metaphysics. I have a lot of content, bro. And this is all without counting like all the different accounts that I've had through the years that I've deleted. Because I used to delete a lot of my YouTube accounts and stuff. I used to have like a channel about Don't Starve, the game. I think the first content I ever made online was like me and my cousins playing Blade Blades, because we had like Blade Blades and we would just play that and make videos and post them on YouTube. This was like on the start of YouTube. You guys are unlocking some memories here. Like, this was back in 2008. I was like 8 years old. Yo, Illuminati, thank you for the follow. Appreciate it. Have you ever been in touch with the Italian mafia? I am very, very anti-mafia and just the mentality itself. I have met some people that are like that. No, I'm not gonna say whether or not they're like part of families and stuff, but never like as friends or stuff. It was always like, oh, you exist? I'd rather not see you. So, you know, I just distance myself every time I notice something like that. And my life has been very mafia-free, despite being from Reggio Calabria. You do drugs today? Only weed, chat. Only weed. Hello, Europool. We got the confession sent in the squad. Probably have such an iconic last name, if you know what I mean. Pratico? Iconic? I think you're maybe thinking of Pratico with like 2 T's. Because I don't know if my surname... Like, I think you're thinking of like Enrico Pasquale Pratico, which is like an Italian meme, pretty much. But that's not my same surname. Perché non giochi nel principale? Voglio portare il mini a 9k. We're trying to get our mini account, my mini account here at 9k trophies. That's why we're here today. You play Clash during all these countries? Not all of them. In the moments where I was the most fucked up, like traveling homeless with no money, I clearly did not play Clash. Like, I didn't play a lot of Clash when I was in Cambodia or Vietnam. But most of the time I do play Clash, because that's the nice thing about this game. That's the main reason I'm still playing it after all these years. It's for your phone, bro. Right now I have my PC and everything, but you know, when I'm traveling around, I don't have all of this shit, you know? So it's like, it's good to have a game that I can just play on my phone. You can get to 8K today and then push ladder. Or I can just get to 9K, right? Tell me your song YouTube name, please, again. Gerardo. You're Italian, right, Gabriel? Sei italiano, dovresti capire. Gerardo Pratico. Tipo pratico, la parola pratico, praticare. Alright, we're gonna go for a musketeer in the back here. Grande Giovanni. Playing Clash while dealing with is an unbeatable combo. Dude, I gotta tell you guys some stories from when I lived in the Netherlands. I used to live in between a smart shop and a coffee shop. In a very, very small nook and cranny there. And I was just living in a room, a singular room. I turned that room into a underground coffee shop. It was called Cafe Jerry. And there's a lot of people from the city that know about that, even though it was completely like underground. The police didn't know. Even the what do you call it? The coffee shop next to it, they had no idea. They were literally right outside my window. I had people coming in and out every time. And I used to pay my rent with the money that I made from the underground coffee shop. That's how I smoked for free as well, because a part of the weed that I bought I smoked for myself. And the other one I sold and then made back the money. We're in the Netherlands, in Enschede. Man, what are you yapping about on those YouTube videos? It's metaphysics, bro. Metaphysics was like my hyper obsession for a while. When I was really into psychedelics and like altered states of consciousness, I used to make videos about metaphysics. You guys will see. Just wait a couple more years until the singularity gets here, and then metaphysics is gonna be a part of everyone's daily life. I'm gonna go for a Skelly Barrel here. Do you work out? Not anymore. I mean, I was doing push-ups every day. I was doing like 100 push-ups, which I don't even know if you count it as a workout. But yeah, usually my workouts last like for a couple months and then I stop again for years. So yeah, it's like that. Are you allowed to say this? What? Allowed by who? Who's granting me the right to speak? The government or TikTok? Who are you talking about? How's the trophy push going? Pretty good. We haven't lost yet. I've been playing for more than an hour now, and we haven't lost once. So, pretty good, bro. I'm gonna go for knight here. But yeah, I think I'm allowed to talk about the singularity. You won't be able to escape it, chat. You won't be able to escape it. I'll just log these, I guess. Might as well. No, lose is crazy. It's not that crazy. I'm over leveled and I'm an ultimate champion player, while these guys are mid-ladder players that are under leveled. Like if I was the under leveled one, then you know, I will have to actually try harder, and I will probably still not lose. So the fact that I'm over leveled means that, yeah, of course I'm not losing. What up, Peshikaleshka? Nice name. Oh, I got distracted for a second there. You know what? I'll let that hit. I'll let this guy get some damage. I think he deserves it. He was trying really hard. How are all your cards level 14, bro? Because I've had this account for so long, man. I just never push on it. That's why I'm pushing right now. Because I'm trying to get to the end of this, you know? I think by the end, then people start having like evolutions and you know, evolutions and level 15 cards and stuff. Like, I don't have evolutions on this deck, even though all the cards are level 14. Meglio il mio bait, fidati, bro. I'm gonna just fireball here. I'm gonna log on this side. I'm gonna mortar after. Yeah, I think it's over. At some point it's gonna get hard, I swear. What is evolution? Basically, some cards have this thing called an evolution. You have 2 evolution slots on your deck. So your deck is made out of 8 cards. 2 of those cards can be evolutions. And it's basically just like the same card it was before, but if you cycle it a couple of times, or just once for some cards, then it gets better. It has an extra ability, you know? So in my deck, usually I have the Evolved Mortar and the Evolved Musketeer, which for the Mortar, it gives it a Goblin that actually attacks the tower after the shot lands, or whatever, you know, it lands on. While the Muskican's Knight. Are you in a new clan? Yeah, this is the feeder clan. If anyone wants to join my clan, but you don't have enough trophies, like you don't have 9,000 trophies to join it, you can join this. This is the feeder clan of my clan, and yeah, you can just join this one. Join sub to prob, y'all. Yeah, what up, HX Pneutic? How you doing? Do you have a guide for the deck? Yes, on my YouTube, I have infinite content on my deck. Like literally every possible matchup that you can think of, I covered it. What's the clan name again? The clan name is Sub to Prob. There you go. I'm joining right now. Hell yeah, dude. But bust down. Hell yeah. Alright, we're gonna keep going with the push. Even though I got a new card here, I wonder what it is. Which champion did I get, chat? Oh, Skeleton King. Check it out. I'm not gonna use it anyway. Let's go for the next one. Why, Kangdon? I just wanna do this. If you wanna watch the stream, watch it. Otherwise, no. Hey, Proud, can you join your main clan? Only if you have 9,000 trophies and you are in Ultimate Champion. If you can't, then join the mini. Yeah, being good, Circle. How are you, bro? Wanna see high gameplay? Kangdon, if people wanna see high gameplay, they should follow you. You know that, right? And some people like watching this. So, nye, 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 nye. What's up, Bonjoki? How you doing? Yeah, Hypnotic sounds better. Or at least it's easier to say. I'm 9k, but I never hit UC because I never tried to push. Honestly, I wouldn't even try to get to UC until I have a max deck. Once I get a max deck with evolutions, with 2 evolutions, then I would go for Ultimate Champion for sure. But until then, it's like kind of a waste of time to play if you're under leveled, you know? There is no Hog Rider evolution yet, Fear. $2,100 with a half max deck. That's a little bit of a yikes if you're talking about medals, honestly. If you're talking about trophies. You did it with 0 evos and 6 level 14 cards? What, Gabriel? You mean getting to 9k trophies, right? You don't mean getting to Ultimate Champion. Could you rate my bait deck? It's Evo Wall Breakers, Evo Dart, Goblin Knight, Skeleton Barrel, Goblin Gang, Goblin Hut, Log, and Fireball. It's not too bad, but I mean, this is just double bait. You need a princess, right? Yeah, it looks like double bait. Well, no, it's a Wall Breakers deck. Never mind. Oh yeah, no, I think it's good. I think it's a good deck. You see? Damn, bro. Gabriel, no way. You got to Ultimate Champion with no evils and level 14 cards. That's pretty good, bro. Took very long though. I see. Alright, finally we're going against some level 14 cards. The Mortar gets the sneaky shot. We can log as well here. Nice. And now Mortar is on tower. I'm gonna go for Spear Gobs. I'll go for a Skelly Barrel like this, and then I'll go for a Knight. Okay, this one might be a little hard. I might need to lock in, because it is Hog 2.6, and this guy doesn't seem to be that under-leveled. So, yeah, let's lock in for a little bit. See if we can get a nice win. Because this might be the first game where it's not, like, super easy. It all depends on... Yeah, no, okay. My opponent is shit. Never mind. I was like, it all depends on how good the opponent is, but it looks like the opponent is not that good. I'm gonna go for a Mortar here. Should they use Sus Bush instead of Fireball, or should they keep the Fireball? Honestly, you could do either. Both of those could work. You could even replace the Fireball with a Rocket. But yeah, no, Sus Bush and Fireball are definitely better than the Rocket. So either of these works. It just makes the deck more baity, or you know, basically, like, if you put the Sus Bush in there, you're gonna have to be super aggressive. Like, you're gonna have to attack all the time. If you get the Fireball, then, you know, at the end you can chill back if you have a damage lead and go for, you know, some spell cycle. That's the main difference. Yo, what up, Mad W? How you doing? Bro, my lawyer just called me. I'm back. Are you in legal trouble, Hypnotic? Is that what's going on? Bro, you're pushing really fast. Yeah, I mean... Yo, Mad W! Thank you for the sub, bro. I appreciate it, man. I mean, of course I'm pushing really fast. I'm, like, not losing at all, so... I'm gonna log here. Thank you so much, bro. I really appreciate it, dude. First sub of the day. First support of any kind of the day. Well, I guess if we don't count Luke's heart me on TikTok. What are you supposed to do versus Hoggy Q with your deck? I have a lot of shorts about that, like how to beat Hoggy Q, but you basically want to learn how to do hog pushing, which is where you put your Mortar opposite lane, and then when they play the hog, you play a card here, so that the hog gets pushed. Like, look, I'll do it right now. You see that? You see that? I pushed the hog so that he got onto the other side, and that way they cannot EQ your tower and the Mortar at the same time. That's what you do against Hog EQ. Remove levels and devos. Yeah, dude, we gotta kill enough billionaires and then that's gonna happen. Once enough billionaires die and capitalism falls, they're gonna remove card levels and it's gonna be amazing. Alright, let's keep it going. Yeah, no, I think you might want to keep the Fireball actually, Bonjoki. Nice King activation. Very quick reaction times. What up, Pony XTV? How you doing, bro? Alright, GG. We have him, y'all. He can't do anything now. Are you doing a 24-hour stream? Why the hell are you always live? I just got live like an hour and a half ago. We're not even halfway through the stream, bro. You fuck with One Piece? Dude, my friends all fuck with One Piece. I'm the only guy in our friend group that hasn't started watching it yet. And it's honestly just because it's too long, but the more time passes, the more I'm like, you know, I should really fucking start watching One Piece. I'm sure I will fuck with it if I started watching it. It's just such a commitment to start it, you know? Will you do a tournament? No. But yeah, I'm sure I will fuck with One Piece if I just started watching it, dude. What up, Arian? How you doing, bro? Overrated anime, in my opinion? Maybe so. It's hard to not be overrated when you're as rated as One Piece is. I didn't even need the gang. That was a bad gang. Nah, you haven't seen One Piece? That's a red flag. I mean, I've seen some episodes. I think I got to like episode 14 before I stopped, but... Oh, wow. I fucked up with the night there. Oopsies. But yeah, like I think I would enjoy watching it. It's just like so long, you know. All right, I'll fireball that just to make sure my Skelly Barrel gets to tower, and we get the firecracker with it as well. So what do you know? What do you know? Yeah. It's called yeah, my friends always tell me about that as well. Like the one piece that cuts off the you know, like the useless episodes, I guess. But you know, I was just thinking, if I gotta start watching One Piece, I might as well just wait for the remake, because I heard they're starting on a remake, right? Where they're gonna redo the whole original anime, just, you know, with modern quality. So I might just wait for that. GG, I think this is the first guy that wasn't under leveled. No, he was still under level. Look at that level 12 bomber. Over leveled and bad. Me? Down. Let me get to 9k, bro, then we'll talk. What's your peak on the main account? 3,000 medals. Yeah, good night, SSWY. Thank you for dropping by. Hey, really enjoying your streams in the last few days. Thank you, Jules. I appreciate it, bro. I appreciate it, man. Alright, so we haven't lost yet so far. We started at 6k. Let's see how far we can get without losing. Your friends watch your streams. They don't really watch them. Sometimes they drop by to say hi. But they don't play Clash Royale, so there's no reason for them to actually watch the streams, you know? Just gonna go for a Mortar here, and then I'm gonna instantly go Spear Gobs, so the Mortar can get on tower. Nice. Man, now without the chest, it's being pretty hard to get new cards. I noticed, dude. I didn't notice until I went onto my mini, because my main account is already maxed pretty much. But yeah, it is. It is a lot harder. I'm gonna split the gang, go for a Skelly Barrel on one side and a Knight on the other. I'm basically just being like super aggressive because I know that my opponents are not that good here. Usually I wouldn't be like this aggressive. Yeah, playing on a tablet is better, but not iPad. I do not endorse Apple. I think Apple products suck. But yeah, tablet definitely better. Like a bigger screen is better gameplay, I guess. Yeah. Alright, let's go against Lucho, H2O. What's your job? Currently, Clash Royale content creator. Not really making money with this, but a man can dream. I'm gonna go for a Knight here. A really bad miner from him. Yeah, my Mortar is gonna be on tower. Wow, are we starting with the recruit decks already? Okay, I might have to actually start locking in at some point, huh? Interesting. Interesting. You look like an engineer. Well, I code sometimes. I'm more of a designer than an engineer, though. Fai vedere il mazzo? Il mio mazzo? Te lo faccio vedere dopo questa partita. I'll be fighting demons at 5k. Well, we're trying to... I was at 5k like yesterday in this account. We're trying to get all the way to 9k today on stream. Go for a muskie like this. Mortar shot plus fireball does kill the witch. Probably is a mad scientist. For sure, bro. I'm like a mix between a designer, a programmer, and a... How do you call? Just like a psychonaut, I guess. Where do you study? I study at Saxion, the University of Saxion in Enschede in the Netherlands. Go for a mortar here. This should activate my king tower. Nice. Activating king tower against recruits is always so nice. Oh, you're a student right now? How old are you? I am 25 years old and I'm not a student right now. I dropped out of my uni twice, actually. I finished another year every time I rejoined, you know? It's not even like I ever failed a year. I did my first year, then I quit uni. Then I traveled for a while. Then I came back to uni, finished my second year, and then I quit it again. It's not even like I didn't pass a year or something like that. I passed all of them, it's just... I kind of stopped. Okay, wait a second. Am I choking right now? I feel like I'm choking a little bit. Okay, that's not gonna take either of my towers. I don't know why. I felt like he could have taken my tower there if I didn't focus a little bit. Are you lazy? Extremely, dude. I identify with the word lazy so much just because of like how centered around working and productivity and all of our shit our society is. I fight that by just being like the laziest person in the world. I feel like if the world were a little less pushing this shit, I would be a lot more productive, I guess. But I don't. It's just like they've made it. They gave me the ick. You know what I mean? I don't know if that makes sense, but yeah. Sì, sono calabrese. Sono di Reggio Calabria. Ah, mi dimentico di farti vedere il deck. Mi dispiace, bro. Mi dimentico sempre. Spear Gub Skelly Barrel here. You know what? You can see the deck like this. How about this? Wait, no. I'm doing something wrong here. Oh, there it is. Okay. You can see the deck now. There you go. It's at the bottom of the screen. Best job for a lazy person? I don't know, actually. CEO. No. Actually, real answer, I wouldn't even consider this a job. I consider it more like being a parasite, but landlord. Just be a landlord. You want to like get money without doing anything? Become a landlord. Pretty much like anything that is extremely morally questionable, do that if you're lazy, you know? Now, I know that you can't see the game. I was trying to show this guy the deck. There you go. Streaming is the best job for a lazy person? I don't think so, man. Not because I work a lot. I don't. But that's also why I'm not a streamer. I don't really make money out of this. But like streamers, dude, there's like a lot of work that goes behind that. That's like the actual streamers, you know, the ones that are like up there. There's a lot of work that goes into that. But yeah, I hope you saw the deck, Cazzo Guardi. There you go. Gambling, yeah, gambling, best job ever. Your face cam feels kind of weird. Remove the Mortar and Musketeer banners and make the cam like juicy. I can't because of the aspect ratio of the game. I would have to cut some of the gameplay off if I were to do that, and I don't want to do that. Is this another account? Yes, this is my mini account. Casio is printing money. Oh, for sure. I'm not saying that it's like an unrewarding job or something. Like, they definitely make hella money with that. But it's definitely like not as, you know, just lazy, don't do shit all day, just talk to a camera as people think. I mean, unless, because at some point you get enough money that you just pay people to do the boring stuff anyway. So your job just becomes talking to the camera. So I don't know. I guess I'm not actually enough of a streamer yet to tell you guys whether or not streaming is good for lazy people. How I do it, for sure. I basically just stream once a day. I edit a little bit of a clip once a day. So for me, it's like 3 hours on stream, 1 hour of editing or so, sometimes a little more off stream. So, you know, that's like 4 hours a day. That's like a part-time job, yeah. Well, it's almost full-time, honestly. Like when I had a full-time job, I was working pretty much the same amount. It's just that this doesn't really feel like working to me. Because for me, working is like something that you don't want to do, but like you have to do because you need money. For me, that's the definition of work. That's why for me, this is not like a job, you know? I'm gonna go for a muskie here. I'll also go for a gang. What is your most enjoyable part of streaming? Honestly, this is basically the only time I have any... Man, this is gonna sound really sad. This is like the most social interaction I get, at least in my preferred language, you know? Because like I do interact with other people out here, but everyone is speaking Italian, you know? And I really miss speaking English with my friends and stuff. And honestly, online is the only place I can do that. So yeah, talking in English to y'all, that's probably my most, like the most enjoyable part about streaming. Of course, there's also like the reward of getting better at the game, like at Clash. That's also why I'm playing, because, you know, I want to learn how to do hog pushes like that. Stuff like that, you know? I want to like be the best Clash Royale player I can be. So there's like an enjoyable part in that regard as well. I'm not just doing it to like get a top finish or whatever. It's like I want to actually get good at the game. What about growing your channels? I'm trying a little bit, but I never want to like compromise for that shit, you know? Like I don't want to start making, what do you call it? Like a sponsored content, or like trying to sell you guys shit, or like asking every 2 seconds, hey guys, remember to hit that follow and subscribe. And you know, all that kind of shit. Like for me, that's a compromise I'm not willing to make, because then it's a job. I don't want, like, if I can eventually grow a community and make this into a job just by naturally being me and chilling and trying to get good at the game, that would be amazing. That would be great. If in order to do that, I have to become some sort of like Mr. Beast kinda, I don't know, like brain rot content machine kinda shit, I'm not willing to make that compromise, you know? What's the purpose of having 2 accounts? So I guess I can like push with the other account without tilting on my main account. Pretty much. Always watch your vids. Thank you, Gabriel. Appreciate it, man. Yeah, nobody really watches the long form content on YouTube, but I guess it's normal because, you know, this is more of a mobile game. It's more like short form content. Yo, exclamation point, question mark. Thank you for the 22 roses. Appreciate it, bro. Consigli per imparare a giocare bene il Mortar Bait come il tuo? Guarda i video. Alright, let's keep it going. How do you open rewards so quick? You just keep clicking. You just like spam click with multiple fingers. I don't like seeing these, you know, notification symbols. They ruin my OCD. That's why I try to get rid of them. But yeah, thank you everyone for joining the Feeder clan. If you need a clan, join up. Greetings from the Frog. What up, Frog? Nice to see you, man. We're in my mini account today. What up, Killgun? How you doing? Oh, no problem, Gunnar. No problem, bro. Yeah, streaming is definitely as much of a job as any other job. I just don't want to do it seriously, you know? The thing that is appealing to me about streaming is that I don't actually have a boss. You guys cannot tell me, hey, you need to go live at this hour, okay? Doesn't matter what you want to do. That's what puts me off actual jobs, you know? Like having to wake up at a certain hour, having to defer to a guy that you maybe also disagree with. Like, no, fuck that. You do boosting Trophy Road? No, I'm not boosting anyone else. I'm just playing on my mini account. Okay, we're gonna just go for Spear Gobs here. Hopefully that doesn't get onto the Mortar. Okay, it doesn't. We're gonna go Gang as well. I'm gonna defend both sides. Mortar gets some shots. Yeah, nice to see you, Frog. How are you doing, bro? Wanna go for a call after the stream? I can roll a J. Bro, can you do a tournament someday, please? It would be so fun. But like, why? I can't even give you guys prizes if you win, you know? Yeah, Salvatorsky, how are you doing, bro? I'm doing pretty good. Would you do it though? No, I will not. I will not boost your account, chat. Stop asking me. It's against TOS. Hell yeah, Lakovic. That's nice, bro. You like Mortar Bait with Bats and Skelly King? Yeah, Mortar SK cart is probably the most famous version of Mortar Bait right now. But I don't think it's gonna be the best one anymore. I think the new version with the Golden Knight and without the Cannon cart is actually gonna be the new meta variant. But of course, the Mortar Bait deck that I like the most is mine, 100%. No question about it. Prizes aren't important, just for fun, man, you know. I mean, if you guys want, I can organize a tournament. Like, maybe in tomorrow's stream we can do that. Since today it seems like we're just gonna climb on this account. Came back from the gym, tired as fuck. We'll play some Helldivers soon and then go to sleep soon. What about you, while on the alt account? I thought it would make for some good content to get onto Ultimate Champion on my mini account. You know, we haven't lost yet, even once. And I'm not even trying. But I am a little bit over leveled, so I can't really like brag or anything. He misses the log. We're gonna go gang. We're gonna chill, I guess. Alright. GG. One more win, bro. Looks awesome. If you wanna run it, it's okay. My deck, you mean? Appreciate it, bro. I've been running this deck for like 6 years, man. Still playing only Mortar Bait. This is the only deck I have leveled up on this account anyway, so. How's the weather treating you in Italy? Pretty good weather recently, actually. Just got a lot better. It was raining a lot. Well, today it rained again. There was like a big storm, but in general, it's getting a lot better. Not much to comment on when the games are easy. Yeah, but at least it allows me to... Yo, Salvatowski! Oh wait, it's the frog actually. Yo, frog, thank you so much for the gift sub. Salvatowski, what do you say to the frog when the frog gives you a gift sub to Problematica's channel? What do you say? Che culo! Exactly, that's what you say. Che culo. GG, bro. See, frog, he knew exactly what to say. He knew exactly what to say, frog. You can tell he's a man of culture. Buonasera, Faggio. Tutto a posto? We are gonna have 5 days of rain and 13 Celsius weather in Finland. Yeah, this is why I never go north, bro. I like the heat too much, bro. Oh, ma che grande, gliel'hai data apposta a Salvatowski? Yo, this guy just mirrored his E-Barbs. This guy genuinely just mirrored his E-Barbs. Isn't that crazy? And I'm gonna have to go Spear Gobs just because my tower is level 13. But it's okay. We need to get some opponents that are actually higher level than me, so the games can start being a little harder. Rob, do you have any countries you want to travel to? Oh, I definitely want to go to Tuvalu before it disappears. I really want to go to Tuvalu before it disappears, chat. It's like a dream of mine. But it costs a lot of money to go to Tuvalu. Come on, survive, Musky. No, I didn't survive. Or, I guess I want to go to China at some point, for sure. You ever been there, Prop? To Tuvalu? No. But that's why I really want to go. Quando sei a 8.3k possiamo giocare contro? Perfetto, Frog, perfetto. Prova a sniperarmi. Gonna go Mortar here. Non sapevo manco che tu fossi così in alto, eh. How do you make money? I don't. I mean, I make some money off of Twitch and stuff, but I don't, in general. You think Mortar is better than Expo? In some aspects, for sure, actually. Right now, I'd say yes. Right now, I definitely say Mortar is in a better state than Expo. But Expo is still playable. Like, absolutely. There's like... Betfest got a top 1 finish with it. Very recently. Okay, I think I might have to lock in a little bit on this one. Sorry, chat. I guess I'll have to just play the game for a little bit, just so we can get to his tower here and win. GG. We did it. Is this Plants vs. Zombies or is this Call of Duty? This is Clash Royale, my dude. Ma da quando sei italiano? Da oggi, Flaupo. Mi sono svegliato oggi e sapevo parlare italiano e tutti i miei ricordi e le mie memorie erano che sono nato e cresciuto in Italia. Però fino a ieri no. È successo oggi. You play with other decks, bro? No, this is the only deck I play. I'm a one trick. Wait, what did Gabriel say? Oh my god. I don't want to like lose because we've been flawless until now, but I want to see what Gabriel say. Am I tripping or is your airline getting always more defensive? Defensive? What is a defensive hairline? What? Is your deck easy and good to climb to UC? Judge by yourself, bro. I'm basically not even paying attention to the games. Then how do you live? I mean, I breathe air. I eat food. OnlyFans will go crazy. I could do one. I do get plenty of compliments about my genitals. I've thought about it. I've thought about like doing some porn content at some point, but it's just like, I don't know, man. I feel like I'm not enough of a hoe. Like, I've been a hoe, but I feel like I'm not enough of a hoe to do online content like that. And like, I don't care enough about money to do that. I got his Legend of Zelda. Yeah, sure, bro. Are you serious? I mean, I'm not gonna do it. I'm serious about the fact that I considered it at some point. But I'm not gonna do it, no, of course. If I ever do it, I'll tell you, okay, chat? If I ever do actually start going for making corn on the internet, you guys will be the first to know, okay? Okay, can these guys stop spamming for a second? I feel like I get the point. I might have to lock in for this one, huh? I might have to lock in, y'all. Yeah, I can't keep up with the TikTok chat right now. I have to like actually look at the game. I'm gonna go musky like this. I'll go for a gang like that. Pretty much the only thing I can play. Nice, it does keep it away from my musky. We're gonna go for a Skelly-Burrow, but the witch is on the tower though. How could that happen? How could this happen to me? I've made my mistakes, got nowhere to run. Why is this guy's deck so mid-ladder as shit? How was Austria? Dude, Austria was amazing, bro, for real. I'm gonna go for a night like this, just making sure that he doesn't actually jump on my tower this time, because that always happens to me, bro. Is that gonna break through? No, right? Oh my god, he might. Okay, no, he didn't. I just got scared for no reason, but it's fine. I guess I'll just log because he's gonna go for a Valkyrie, yeah. I logged a little too late, but that's still fine. Gonna go gang like this. Goes for the Golden Knight. I'm gonna go for a Knight. Regular Knight versus the Golden variant, but I think we got him. How does it feel like fighting my opponents, Prob? Honestly, boring. Like, actually boring. Just too easy, man. Your opponents should learn how to play the game. How about that? Look at this knight, bro. He just dashed onto it. I just played the knight in the back like that, dude. To be fair, I play Mega Knight Prince of that arena. Yeah, I mean, it makes sense. Yeah, GG, bro. It's mid-ladder, always been like this, man. Well, we're gonna get right out of it. We're gonna get all the way to 9K. Yeah, bro, just speak to me in English and then you learn it at some point. Are you going to Helsinki for the next CRL? I don't think so. Maybe like the year after, not this year. You went to them famous strip clubs in Austria. I did not. My time in Austria was spent with a hippie community. So the only strip club I went to is Naked Saunas. That's pretty much it. That log missed the bomber. Okay. I think we're starting to get to the point where like I need to actually look at the game. Or not yet. Like we're still at 7K. I don't think so. Oh, no, this is not a tournament. This is ladder. But yes, I don't have Evos. And most of my opponents don't have them either. But yeah, really good king activation there. Innsbruck? I have not been to Innsbruck now. Most of the time I was in this little village called Ledenitzen that is nearby Villach. But I've walked pretty much the whole like thing between Villach and Klagenfurt. So like I was in Carinthia like 80% of the time that I was in Austria. But I've been to like other places as well. I've been to Salzburg. I've been to... What was the name of that one? I forgot. Linz. Why didn't you put the evos? I don't have them. I don't have the evos on this account. So we're gonna be trying to get to 2k with no evos, I guess. Okay, he actually connected here. Challenger 1 feels harder than ladder. Does it? Also without money? Yeah. I was with a hippie community when I was in Austria. Just living with them hippies, bro. And I found love for 8 months of my life. I was in love and it was great. Okay, I'll go for a musketeer here. Yeah, good predicts. Gonna go gang. Scale liberal as well. Keep the musky a little healthier. There you go. Now we win. Never mind. Okay, this guy is actually playing low-key good. Like, not even good, but like, he's trying, okay? Alright, I think we have him here. Go for a log, I'll go for a power, and that's GG. Yo, what up, Hurdle? How you doing? I'm doing pretty good, man. I think he did a mistake. He could have put the knight closer to the king tower to chip down the MK. Oh yeah, no, I totally could have. I was not locked in. That's why I stopped talking after that and I actually locked in. Are Italian girls easy or hard to get? I mean, compare like my experience in other countries, way easier. But I don't know if that's just because of the girls themselves or the fact that when you're outside of Italy, when you say you're Italian, people are like, you know, it's like you get a +10 in charisma just because you're from Italy, you know? So yeah, a lot easier to get girls as an Italian when you're outside of Italy rather than when you're in Italy. But I don't know if that applies the same to non-Italians, I guess. Yo, thank you for the roses, Monezza. I'm gonna log here and then I'll go for a knight. I'll also go for spear gobs. Okay, he doesn't even activate the ability. I think that means we can go for a mortar here. Yeah, pretty good. I'm paying attention to what you're saying and your English is very, very good, bro. Appreciate it, man. Thank you very much. We're gonna go for a gang. And that was kind of badly played, but it doesn't really matter because the spear gobs were gonna die anyway to the rage. How do people get money from Twitch or only donations? Yeah, it's pretty much only donations. It's basically just subs and cheers, pretty much. I got like 150 euros in cheers this month, which was crazy. All from one guy. Yo, average pianist, thank you so much for the W's. What you doing, bro? Oh, never mind. It was you. It was not W. It was just Then instead of thank you, how about I say fuck you? His cat stepped on his keyboard. Oh, never mind. They are W's. Are they W's or is he saying ew? Well, either way, good job on the ban, I guess. Does watching your streams count as English homework? Yes. You can ask your teacher, show your English teacher a little bit of my stream, and then tell them, does this count as homework if I watch this? Your English teacher is gonna say yes. I swear to God. YouTube chat is drunk. A little bit. Is this your first account? Nope, this is my mini account. We're trying to get to 9k right now. No, no main. Gonna go spear gobs here. What do you do for work? I kill billionaires, Samu the Goblin. God damn it. Okay, chill. Knight, help me, knight. Help me, knight. Yeah, the Musketeer is gonna clean up all of that. Too easy, bro. Too easy. I drank a few beers and probably is looking dangerously sexy suddenly. Oh boy. That was for you. That was for you, exclamation point, question mark. Do you have crypto? Nope. And I hate NFTs and shit like that as well. Appreciate it. Hell yeah, bro. Yeah, no. You don't need to study for your English test. Just watch the stream. This is homework. This is like you studying. Fuck NFTs. Hell yeah. Kill billionaires. Hell yeah. My chat is suddenly based. Turns out if you ban enough capitalist bootlickers, eventually your chat does get based. GG, bro. 1v1 Mortar Bait? Nah. I'm just trying to get to 9k trophies today, bro. Semiglia Sala del Liverpool. Okay. What do you think about minor poison, boss bandit guards, and spear gob? Why guards? There is a really good boss minor poison deck, but it's without guards. It has Kellys actually. Thanks. No worries, Ahmed. How long have you been playing today? We are at almost 2 hours right now, so we have 1 more hour to go. Am I even gonna be able to get to 9k before that? I might have to make this a slightly longer stream if you wanna get all the way to 9k. Love your gameplay. Thank you, man. No, you're joking, but watching streams and videos is actually OP for learning new languages, way better than reading from textbooks or in school. I am not joking. I learned English like this. I learned English watching endless hours of Northern Lion playing The Binding of Isaac and uploading it on YouTube. That's literally where I know all of my English from. Non lo so qual è il deck di Ciccio, bro, mi dispiace. Non usa i golem lui. Hey Prof, how long have you been playing this account? I made this account around 5 years ago, but I never use it. That's why it's still so low, you know? I like how there was the 1 gorilla versus 100 man discussion while nobody's talking about the 2.7 million people versus 1 billionaire. That's true. I think we will take them. I think it will be very easy actually. Yeah, what up, Comday? Nice to see you, man. How you doing? Yeah, YouTube is a very good way to learn English for sure. Probably you like Nordic countries? Yes, but I hate the cold. Nah. Buying the pass is not necessarily necessary. What the fuck am I saying? But yeah, it's not necessary. I'm doing pretty good, Comday. How about you? I was playing Counter-Strike and didn't understand my teammates, so I wanted to learn English. After a few months, I could understand everything just by watching videos and remembering some keywords. Yeah, that's pretty much it. That's pretty much it. All there is to it. Definitely 2 or 3 more hours if you want to hit 9k today. Why is it so slow, bro? What's your opinion on RG Lightning Evo Hunter? It's a really good deck. It's one of the best esports decks of all time, actually. And it's the main reason why there's so much RG Monk now. Because like before RG Monk became a thing, it was all just the RG cycle, you know? Hard counters to my deck are any deck with EQ, like Hog EQ cycle or Piggy's EQ. And decks like Golem SK, you know, very, very aggressive decks that can break through like that. What else? Loon 2.9, it's a pretty hard counter. Hog 2.6 is also pretty hard, but I wouldn't classify it as a hard counter. Everything else is very winnable, actually. No, I have not lost yet today. Today we literally won every single game so far. Your beard has grown up? Yeah, it tends to do that when I don't shave it. I have not lost yet, chat. Isn't that crazy? I've been playing for 2 hours straight, no losses yet. It's too easy. Well, I am a little bit over leveled, so maybe that's why it's so easy, huh? This guy has Zap and Log. This almost looks like a trifecta deck. I have not seen Hog trifecta since like 2020, bro. Not even 2017. We're gonna go for a Skelly Barrel here, but should I even like pre-farble the cannon? Because like I'm not even thinking about the gameplay, bro. But yeah, this is basically Hog trifecta. Wait, no, never mind. This is Viper. What am I saying? No, it's there's like a Prince in there. This is just some mid-ladder shit, I guess. That's all it is. I'm gonna go for Spear Gobs as well. Probably didn't even need them, because this Prince is level 12. Have you never hit 9k trophies? No, I have hit them on my main account, of course. I mean, I'm Ultimate Champion on my main account. I'm top 200 in the world right now on my main account. At this level, you're gonna start playing against no-skill players and you're gonna win all the games. I mean, they're all no-skill anyway. Like, they've been no-skill for the past 2 hours, but at some point, I had to get this account up, right? Fat GG's? Hell yeah, bro. Well, higher level card, you suggest shopping the pass or maybe the offers on the shop? Honestly, if you want to get the most bang for your buck, learn one deck and then start grinding grand challenges with it. That's what I suggest. I'm gonna start a new account right now. Oh, damn. Alright. It's a big decision, bro. I'm gonna go for a Mortar here. He's probably gonna go for a Valkyrie. There it is. I'm gonna go Musky like this. Okay, I'll go for a gang, even though the Prince was locked onto the Mortar already. Mortar is on tower. Prince is dead. Oh, he had a bowler the whole time. That's kind of funny. I'm gonna go Knight like this. I'll just go for another Musky, one more Mortar as well. Yeah, we have him. It's pretty much over for him. Good game. One more dub. Is somebody counting? How many wins in a row did we get? Can you top 10k with classic logbait? Of course you can, bro. You can hit top 1k with classic logbait. You can hit top 500 with classic logbait, honestly. So yeah, look at all these wins, chat. Look at all these wins. Only wins, bro. Oh, that's a defeat. That was 8 days ago. Oh yeah, because I tried to play the challenge there as well. Well, let's just keep going until all we see are wins. Yo, we got to a new arena. Let's go, boot camp. Jesus loves you, bro. I love Jesus too, in a very sexual way. Me and Jesus have hardcore gay sex every day. That's why he loves me so much. I try to grind, I'm almost an Ultimate Champion. You can do it, bro. You can do it. Rob, how are you so good? I've been playing the same deck for 6 years. That's probably why. The chat reaction is funny as shit. I'ma pray for you, bro. Thank you, man. I appreciate that. Let's go for the next one. Aldo didn't mean that kind of love. No, he clearly did. He clearly did. We're gonna go for a fireball here. You play any other Mortar variation or just bait? I literally just play this deck. Not even just Mortar bait, like just this one deck. That's it. That's all I play. I'm gonna go for a Mortar here. It's crazy that I fireballed that and there was still so many of those. But yeah, we're gonna win anyway. TikTok chat is tripping out right now. Literally no reason to say that. I agree. Going to like people's streams and like pushing religion down their throats is probably very unnecessary. But don't worry. That's why I made the joke to him. You know, it's like he thought he was saying something, so it was like, oh yeah, this is like a religious knot. I'm gonna say some gay sex shit, and that's gonna be funny. That's why. But I agree. There was no reason for him to say that. That's why I also said that. We're gonna go Fireball here. I found it funny. Don't worry, bro. No, it was funny. Don't worry, dude. The only butthurt people in chat are like religious zealots, probably. Religious is a choice, guys. You don't have to force anything on anyone. It's their own choice. Yeah, pretty good, pretty good. Or as I like to say it, me and Jesus love having hardcore gay sex. It's pretty much the same sentence when you really think about it. Yeah, we got another prob fan over there. Okay, I need to like lock in a little bit because this is looking a little nasty. Oh my god. Okay, wait, is this gonna be my first loss? I don't want this to be my first loss, bro. Okay. Let me lock in a little bit. No way, bro. No fucking way. Okay, these fire spirits are really fucking me up. This almost makes me wonder how I will do with my deck if Furnace started becoming meta, because this shit kinda crazy, not gonna lie. Yeah, that witch in the back though was a very bad idea. Alright, I think it's over for this guy. Let's go Mortar here, Musky like this. He got me a little worried at some point, but it's all good. All good in the end. I got Jesus watching over me very intensely and passionately. What deck should I play at Arena 22? Whatever deck you want, bro. For sure. I'm just like reading over all the TikTok comments. Some guy said that nobody even said that. I'm reading fake comments. I am streaming on YouTube, Twitch, and TikTok at the same time. Do you believe in Jesus? The historical figure? For sure, bro. In the same way that I believe in Marx. How do people get money from Twitch views, bro? I need to know. I don't know either. I don't get any money from Twitch views. I only get money from like subs or cheers. Man, we're climbing fast, but not fast enough. I need to like keep going, bro. Ads? Yeah, ads give me like probably like €2 a month, maybe. But I try to disable them. I put them as little as possible, as little as Twitch will allow me. We're streaming all the way to 9K today. That's what I'm trying to do, but man, I'm still at 7.5 and we'll be streaming for 2 hours. I might have to stream like 2 more hours. Someone pretended to be someone from my old school and wanted to meet up. What? Oh, I fucked up. Wait, no, yeah, I did fuck up. Oopsies. I should be looking at the screen a little more. I think I'm starting to get a little worn out here. I need to stop mortar baiting, prob. It's becoming an issue. It's always an issue with me, mortar baiting, masturbating, like doing all of these things. And it's like people are always like, you should stop doing that. This is a public space. I'm like, okay. Where is my freedom? Sounds like 1984 in here. Where are you from? I'm from the southernmost city in mainland Italy. It's called Reggio Calabria. But you probably know that because you're Probs fan #1. In fact, I probably think you are that one troll that I keep banning and comes back with like different accounts every time. Anytime now he's gonna start asking me to sing for him and his brother. Anytime, bro. Rob, what's your honest opinion on Islam? I mean, I like start from the presumption here that I don't like any organized religion. I think once religions get too much power, become too much about like control and politics, pretty much, then it's not spirituality anymore. It's like a company, and I don't like companies or corporations and shit. So that's what I think about like the Christian church, and that's what I think also about some of the sects of Islam. But I also know that Islam is way more than just those sects. In the same way that also Christianity has some smaller groups that are actually about community work, like they're not just about, I don't know, giving money to the mega church or whatever. So I do think there is space for religion in like wholesome ways. There's wholesome ways for religion to exist, but at the highest level, it is just a cult. It is like a bad thing. So that's what I think of all religions. But Islam in general, bro, I really like the cosmology of Islam, dude. Like I've talked with so many people about the actual, how do you want to call it? Like mythology, cosmology, just the lore. The Islam lore goes hard, but yeah, the religion itself, of course, I'm against like Sharia law and stuff like that. But I know that religion is not just Sharia law. You read the Quran? I read some parts of it, but way less of the Bible. Like I read the whole Bible when I was a kid. And it was like the funnest, like dumbest shit ever. Do you guys know there's like unicorns in there? They mention unicorns in the Bible. There's also like a dope part about somebody cutting 100 foreskins to win someone's hand in marriage. When you read things like the Bible as like sci-fi books or like just fantasy books, they're a lot cooler. You watch UFC? Not really, no. Are you Muslim? Nope. Bro, sei molto bravo in inglese. Grazie, zio. Aren't you tired of getting the same question all the time? Sometimes. But usually when I'm tired of answering it, I just ignore it. In my country, some churches are so clearly just a scam. Their pastors are driving Porsches and the church itself looks like a shopping mall. Yeah, no, that's what I'm trying to say here, though. It's not just your country. This is like the main purpose of religion in the modern day. Religions are just cults that charismatic people use to do populism, get votes and stuff, both politically and not politically, in the sense that you're not a politician, but just a pastor or like a fucking, how do you call them? Like the televangelist kind of shit. Religion is just mostly bad. Religion is mostly corrupt, is mostly bad. It's mostly like, it's mostly just people coming on your fucking chat to say to you that Jesus loves you. You know what I mean? It's not like real religion. The real religion, I call that spirituality. And I think spirituality is on its way out, but that's because of capitalism. And I think we can fix it. I think we're gonna go back to like community, degrowth, solar punk. And we're gonna become, once again, what we were before during most of human history, which is spiritual creatures. Right now, like religion is basically just a substitute for spirituality. It's so that you can feel good about yourself while also doing the exact opposite that your religion is preaching. If you look nowadays, like the most religious people are the ones that are the most against actual empathy and compassion and stuff like that. That's how you know that real religion got lost along the way. From how much money do you think you've spent on CR? Probably like 300 euros. I think younger generation is more spiritually aware. Just my own biased view. No, I think you are right. I think the boomers were some of the least spiritual people. That's how we got into this mess to begin with, right? I'm gonna go for a muskie like this. It's probably gonna poison again. So you believe in Big Bang, which is something came from nothing? Oh, bro, I can already see the mental gymnastics in your head. No, I'm a very spiritual person. I believe in science in the same way that I believe in the rules of the game here in Clash Royale. The game got programmed a certain way, so it follows certain rules, You get the pathfinding and all the other jazz, but yeah, in the same way, I believe that in this reality or realm that we live in, science is one of the best ways to explain the phenomena that we witness. That doesn't mean I'm not a spiritual person. I think I'm God. I think everyone is God. I've had plenty of discussion with Muslim people before about this. And I think in the end we agreed to the conclusion that the only way my cosmology is different from theirs, from the person I was talking with, is that he thinks of Allah as like a smaller part of the set of all sets. So what I call God is the set of all sets. It's basically everything. The whole multiverse, omniverse, whatever you want to call it, all the possible reality. For me, that's God, right? For that guy, he said, no, Allah is only the good parts of this. All the bad parts, like shit, that cannot be Allah. So he divided it. For me, it's like the whole thing, the good and the bad and everything else. But every other thing, it was like, pretty much we agreed on it. Christianity is not just a religion, it's life, and the way I'll pray for you, bro, someday you'll find Jesus. Bro, I told you, I already found Jesus. He's literally waiting for me in the other room. Like, he's prepared the lube and everything. He's the bottom, by the way. Jesus is the bottom. But we found each other, dude. Big Bang is the last thing Christians can cling to, since pretty much everything else got explained without God is their last resource. But it's not even true. It's like a straw man. For real. Holy shit, I'm not reading the TikTok chat right now, but I can imagine them melting over this dude. For real. It's like, I don't even want to look. I'm going to look right now. Let's see. Why not top ladder? Yeah, we're playing on my mini account today, just to take a little bit of a break, I guess. I love it when prop discussing stuff. Yeah, it's just, the Clash Royale community is so, like, down bad on some shit, like politics and religion, that is like, ugh, yikes. Se stai in Inghilterra a studiare inglese? No, lo so da quando ho 14 anni che ancora non ero mai uscito dall'Italia. Bibles makes no sense because Jesus prayed for God, and isn't he God for Christ? Okay, wait, chat, YouTube and Twitch chat. I'm gonna read a comment for you out of the TikTok chat. You tell me if you can make any sense out of this. Bibles makes no sense because Jesus prayed for God, and isn't he God for Christ, not hating? What does that mean? I feel like this guy is like trying to regurgitate some things that his imam told him. Not his mom, his imam, or like his religious leader, whatever, told him, and he's trying to regurgitate them back, but he's not. I don't think he's regurgitating them right. I think very soon he's gonna start saying stuff like, but if we evolved from monkeys, why are there still monkeys? I think he's gonna start saying stuff like that very soon. Your opinions on Mongolian underground rap? Dude, honestly, we should have some Mongolian throat singing mixed with rap. Actually. I agree, Leo. I don't know what you're saying, HH. Like, to me, it sounds like you're having a stroke. Di che città sei? Reggio Calabria. Reggio Calabria. We're gonna activate our King Tower on the left there. I'm gonna go for a muskie like this. Mortar like this. Bro, I'm not hating, I just need an answer. Yeah, but I can't answer your question if I don't understand what you're saying. Like, it literally sounds like you're having a stroke. Like, that sentence does not compute. You know what I mean? It doesn't make grammatical sense. I don't understand the message you're trying to convey to me. I'm gonna go for a knight here in the back. Va bene, Frog, però no, era dopo dello stream. When comes your next OnlyFans content? Tomorrow, bro. I told you, Jesus is waiting for me in the other room. Yes, of course I've had spiritual experiences with psychedelics. I've had a whole psychedelic phase where I tried every fucking psychedelic possible, and it was great until I got psychosis, and then it wasn't that great. And then I stopped, and now I'm only smoking weed. Circle, come on, don't say that. Don't say that. You're smarter than this, okay, Circle? Yo, what's your deck? Mortar Bait, the one that I'm playing right now. Okay, Circle, let me try to make a little example out of you. Let's say a crazy man bursts into your house and starts trying to convince you that the earth is flat. Would you at least before you kick this guy out of your house, would you at least try to tell him, hey man, the earth is not flat, just like once, you know what I mean? And then that's it, then you kick him out, but just once, right? Like, if you have any love in your heart for it, soy de España. And like, what if then that crazy guy told you, why are we talking about the shape of the earth right now? Leave the shape of the earth out of this. I mean, y'all brought it here. Ma parli italiano? Sì che parlo italiano, sono italiano. Bro, you seem like a person I would enjoy having deep conversations with. I appreciate, bro. Join the Discord. Sometimes, you know, I'm trying to encourage the community. Sometimes we should have some nice, you know, calls in the VC, just talking about deep shit, smoking some J's, you know. Have you heard the gospel? Oh yeah, bro. Every day. We're talking about Capital by Marx, right? What's your favorite color? Yellow. That is a very important question, yes. Oh, you don't like the feeling after smoking? But you're not the only person. I know plenty of people that don't like that. Hello, sir. I like your accent and beard. Thank you, Marco. Where can I find your Discord, brother? On my YouTube. It's on my YouTube's description. And you can find the YouTube on the TikTok. You're already there. How do you feel about the Pope and what he does? I kind of was fucking with Pope Francis. Bro was like as you know, sensible as a religious figure can get, you know, without getting cancelled by his own platform. But yeah, now this new one, I mean, we're just back to regular Pope territory, which is not, it's not the most progressive, I guess. Yeah, I'm trying to get to 9K, bro. I know 9K is free for me. I haven't lost yet, if that's what you mean. Because we haven't lost even once today, but it's just so slow. Feel so vulnerable and it dumps me down, which pisses me off. That's actually how I get less anxious, because I feel dumber too. And it definitely has made me dumber through the years. Like, I used to be a very insufferable, know-it-all type person. But ever since I've, you know, started smoking weed, I'm a lot more easygoing. I'm still a little insufferable, honestly. If you ask most of the people that I disagree with. But the ones that I agree with, ooh, they love me, bro. Somebody debate HH about religion in chat. He's trying so hard to get any conversation going about how Jesus is God or something. Just please entertain him, chat. Have a debate with him. Yo, Aldo Bezuiderhut, you should go to the TikTok chat. There's a guy that is actually curious about it. Like, there's one person in the whole world that actually wants to hear your annoying gospel shit, and it's this one guy on TikTok. So go there, help him out in his in his road towards the Lord. And that's the very funny shit about me. The two people right now that want to talk the most about religion in my chat is the one guy on YouTube that is very clearly like either a Jehovah's Witness or just in general somebody that is very, very into pushing Christianity on others. And the other guy that wants to talk about religion is a guy on my TikTok that is very clearly a Muslim that is trying to argue in bad faith about Christianity under the premise of not knowing what he's talking about. This is an action called, what do you call it? Wait, there is a name for it. Sea lioning. Sea lioning. Sea lioning is when you're pretending like you don't know something. You're like asking in good faith, like, oh, okay, you explain me more about this, when in reality you're like basically just trolling, you know? No, we haven't lost yet, dude. I'm not angry, bro. HH, I'm not angry at you at all. I'm telling to the Christian guy on the YouTube chat to come argue with you here on TikTok. I'm really not angry about you, bro. I actually find your comments very entertaining, bro. Like, it's very clear that you're trying to, like, get a confrontational situation to happen, but I don't think it can, because your message is too goofy. Nobody's gonna take offense to that. Yeah, I don't think the Christian guy wants to go debate the Muslim guy on TikTok, bro. Hell yeah, Dickward. Which city are you in the Netherlands? Because if I go back to Netherlands, it's probably gonna be Enschede. Bro, we can't see you. What? The camera is where it's always been, bro. What are you talking about? Yeah, it's simple rage bait, honestly, but I don't know. These people try their hardest to make problems. Yeah, that's pretty much what their whole thing is. I just kind of find it funny. Small town, South Province, near the coast. Okay. South Province? Like near Belgium? Or like, because when I think south, I don't think of near the coast when I'm thinking about the Netherlands. Because the only south I can think is like near Germany, in Maastricht or something. This is so funny, bro. The more I don't interact with the rage bait guy, the more he tries to rage bait. It's actually really funny. Yeah, Zealand, Southwest. Okay, Zealand. I know about that. That's the original Zealand, not the new one. We had a school stabbing today in my country. The guy wrote a manifesto and recorded it and everything. What country is that, bro? Gonna go for a muskie here. Perché giochi sul secondo? Sto provando a farlo arrivare a 9000 coppe. Are you by any chance Italian? Yes, I am from Reggio Calabria. This guy's deck is just ridiculous, bro. This guy's deck is legitimately ridiculous, man. I actually joined TikTok just to see what he was writing. Okay, let's see. There is somebody that is actually trying to decipher the messages from HH in the TikTok chat. So he said, I think HH is asking whether Jesus is God, where in my small knowledge Jesus is the Son of God. So how could Jesus pray to God if he himself is God? Like, are you trying to think scientifically about like a spiritual religious bullshit thing? I mean, they have this thing called the Trinity. You have the same in Islam, bro. You have a Holy Trinity in Islam as well, right? Why is not a single person BMing? I don't know, maybe because I'm destroying them? $2.8k subs and 46 viewers is not bad. Thank you, Mohammed Shamas. There is no Trinity in Islam? Isn't there? I mean, in the end, like, everything is the highest guy, which is Allah, but it's the same with like Abrahamic, like they're all Abrahamic religions. Like the Trinity is also one God for the Christians. That's what I'm saying. Like, I don't know enough about this. I'm not a very religious person, guys. I'm just spiritual. But yeah, I don't know. This feels like talking about if Boba Fett could have killed Chewbacca or something. I don't know. Just enjoy the fucking movie, I guess. Like, there is no actual answers to this stuff because it's all just headcanon. You understand that, right? There is no measurably, you know, relevant answer. So at that point, okay, because I'm reading the new comments from HH, and at that point, is that rage baiting or race baiting? Because I feel like at this point is race baiting. Is that a thing? Alright, we're gonna go Spear Gobs in the back here. Bro is so good at making himself the victim. Holy shit. You're like a professional victimizer? Like, he's been trying to argue with people for the past hour and he's like, why does everyone hate me? Like, bro, stop. What are you doing? Gonna go for a gang here. Aldo, you gotta go to TikTok if you wanna find out, bro. Oh shit, chat. I wasn't locked in. What is going on? Wait. This is not gonna be my first loss, is it? I was just looking at the chat so much I wasn't even paying attention. Nah, he's gonna let me get so much damage there. Alright. Let me lock in. We don't wanna start losing now, bro. Yeah, exactly, Jay. I think it's good. I think that's why spirituality is good. You know what I mean? Because the moment, we have a saying in Italy that is, basically, it boils down to, I'm pointing at the moon, but you're looking at the finger. Which is a saying that you can use anytime somebody's mistaking like a metaphor for like a literal thing, right? And to me, religion is just the finger to spirituality's moon. There's like an actual message of empathy and blah, blah, blah. And then it becomes just the same thing as like politics or sports, where it's just like, oh, it's my team against yours. The moment you get into that, it's not spirituality anymore, it's religion. That's why I'm saying religion is bad. Religion is basically tribalism. The reason religion is bad is the same reason that nationalism is bad, or like sexism is bad or racism. It's just tribalism. You're basically associating with a group, with like a subgroup of humanity, rather than associating with humanity as a whole. You know what I mean? You will find all the time when there is good people, no matter what religions they have, what sexuality they have, where they're from, the color of their skin, no matter anything, when you see good people, they all have one thing in common, which is that they are a human before they are, I don't know, an Israeli or a Muslim or a black person or a Chinese dude or a white guy, whatever it is. Before they are that, they are a human, right? That's what makes a good person. The moment somebody associates themselves more with like a subgroup, a subcategory of humanity, like a smaller like, I'm not a human, I'm an Italian, you know what I mean? I'm gonna defend my country and I am so nationalistic and all that shit. That's when you become a shit person. No matter if it's nationalism, no matter if it's religion, no matter if it's racism, whatever it is, the moment you associate with a subgroup before of humanity as a whole, that's when you started fucking up. Does it matter if they associate with a subgroup without hating or putting down others? Well, then they still have their priorities right. Because what I'm saying is your highest priority, the highest group, is humanity. You are, before anything else, before being a father, before being an Italian, before being a Christian, before being any of those, you're a human, right? And that's the moment that you're a good person, right? The moment you start putting down others and hating, that's when you start associating with a subgroup. Because where does the hatred come from, right? It's from the people being different than you. If you see transphobes, they're usually associating with a group that is not humanity as a whole, because they don't consider trans people part of humanity. You know what I mean? Things like that. It's really not that hard to understand. I think you guys understand. We're gonna go for a mortar here. And that's the good part, I guess, about spirituality, You know, the people that are like arguing with each other in TikTok chat, one trying to defend Christianity, the other trying to defend Islam, and both trying to ridicule the other at the same time. That's exactly the bad people I'm talking about. The ones that are more like rooting for their football team rather than actually being religious. The people that are really good religious people, which I have met plenty of Christians that are actual good people, and I've met plenty of Muslims that are actual good people. Both of those people, if you ask them, they're like, oh no, it's the same religion. We're all brothers. It's the same religion. Like, I don't hate Christians or, you know, make fun of their religion or things like that, because we are preaching the same thing. Like the coolest Muslims that I've ever talked to, they were like, yeah, no, actually Christianity is just another branch of Islam. They've literally told me that. They were like, yeah, no, Jesus was another one of the prophets. We just think that Muhammad was like the last one of the prophets. So that's what they say. But my point though is, like, the moment you start seeing others as like another group other than you, and you start treating them like, you know, they're not part of your in-group, that's where it's over, you know? The only time it is justifiable to be intolerant is intolerance of intolerance. And people tend to forget that. Like, it's okay if you punch a Nazi. Punching a Nazi is fine, because they are the intolerant ones, you know what I mean? That's the only case ever where it's okay to be intolerant or something. When you're intolerant of intolerance. Show club? You mean like the clan? Damn, I really started a deep conversation here. I think so, bro. I don't dislike these conversations too much until we start arguing about bullshit. Because these conversations tend to devolve to whatever the lowest common denominator amongst the people listening is. There's gonna be somebody starting to argue about monkeys and the fact that humans didn't evolve from monkeys or random shit like that. And then people just talk about bullshit instead of talking about the real deep stuff. But yeah, basically like what all the good good interpretations of religions are trying to tell you is to be a good person. And every time somebody goes like, oh, that means you can't eat pork, or that means you can't fucking help poor people, or whatever the fuck, they're just taking the original message, distorting it, bastardizing the religion, polluting it to the point that religion is not a good thing anymore, you know? Pace amore to all, of course, bro. Yeah, there's some guy rage baiting being like, Muslims is good people. Of course there are good Muslims. In the same way there's like good people that have red as their favorite color. There's good people that like cars. Can you believe that? That seems hard for me to understand. Well, there is no good cops. That's for sure. There is no good landlords. So, you know. Hell yeah, Aris. Hell yeah, dude. No, Nino, quella lì è una cazzata. Okay, so there's this guy called Nino in my chat that is saying, I understand what you're saying, but these will never work. I don't even know what he's referring to with these, because I didn't even specify anything. But he's saying, this will never work because everyone is a little racist in the end. And this is a lie that racist people tell themselves to feel a little better about being pieces of shit. They're like, no, everyone else is actually a piece of shit too. They're just hiding it. I'm just being real about it. No, you're just a piece of shit. That's it. I mean, I'm sorry to be so blunt about it, but yeah, I mean, not everyone is a piece of shit. And you lying to yourself, telling yourself that everyone is a piece of shit is just to feel better about the fact that you yourself are a piece of shit. Sì, sono italiano, Marco. Yo, wait, I gotta lock in a little bit here because this might be another one where we might lose. We haven't lost so far, by the way. I'm almost playing for 3 hours and we haven't had even one loss. Yeah, it's because of the tribalism, bro. That's why most religious conversations tend to go to shit. And most political conversations anyway. It's like, imagine if there is one person that every time you talk to them, they start shitting themselves and then they start throwing the shit at all the people around them. Every time you talk to that person, you cannot have a productive conversation. Those are the kind of people that like talking a lot about religion and politics in a tribalist point of view, because there's also good people that try to inform you about politics. But yeah, that's another discussion. All right, we're gonna go for a night here just to keep my mortar alive. Yeah, because we kind of need it, otherwise we're gonna start losing. Because we're getting close to the end here, and I really need to break through. Okay, I really needed to break through there, otherwise we would have lost. But I think we got him. All right. So yeah, I almost lost there because I was too focused on the conversation at hand. So chat, let's chill down on all the deep conversations here, because I gotta lock in on the gameplay a little bit, y'all. Even though we are... Oh my god, did I fuck up the mortar? I fucked up the mortar. I'm gonna have to log here. And the problem is that he can start going for RGs in the pocket here. So, you know what? I think I will have to actually lock in. I think I will have to actually play this good. So let me try my hardest. I'm gonna go for a night like this. Despite the fact that this guy's deck is so bad, we still have to lock in a little bit. I'm gonna fireball. Okay. I don't think I need to log here. No, I don't need to. We're gonna go for a mortar here in case he goes for a G in the pocket. Oh, come on, come on. Oh my god, that was so good. Such good reaction time, bro. Yeah, I think we got him. GG. I just need to lock in for a second there. That guy was almost beating me. We haven't lost so far, so I can't start losing now, dude. After winning like God knows how many games. Probably like 40 games in a row, maybe more. But yeah, see ya, Hurdle. Thank you for dropping by, bro. No. He didn't say that everyone needs a bit of racism. He said everyone has a bit of racism inside themselves. And he's just saying that because he's racist himself. So he's like lying to himself about the fact that other people are also racist. In reality, there is plenty of people that are not racist at all. There's a lot of them out there. No 1v1s, chat. We're trying to get to 9k. I might actually have to close the stream at 8k though, because this is getting like a little heavy. There's been lagoons in your stream recently. Yeah, I noticed, bro. I noticed. Right, let's go Skelly Barrel. I'll just focus on the gameplay here for a bit. I don't wanna read TikTok chat anymore. Yo, see ya, Gabriel. Thank you for dropping by, bro. I'm gonna go for a knight here. I'll also go for a mortar just to keep the knight alive a little longer. The mortar isn't even for hitting the tower. It's literally just for tanking the wizard there. If I lose, I'll donate to you, broski. I mean, I think I'm good, bro. No 1v1s today. Sì, infatti, dai, ne abbiamo pure parlato abbastanza. Adesso stiamo solo a girare in cerchio. I think gangster rap is CIA's doing? What? Like, you mean indirectly or directly? I don't understand this. I don't understand if you mean this in a like slightly better take. Like, I don't know, the CIA put crack in black neighborhoods and that eventually, you know, put for the conditions for rap to arise, or if you mean like literally, like the CIA just made rap. The CIA was the first rappers. Yeah, indirectly, I guess for sure. But no, directly that borders on conspiracy theory. But no, indirectly for sure, yeah. I survived the school shooting in Sweden in February. Okay, hell yeah, HH. Good for you, bro. I don't usually judge people for things they can't control, but how people get to work bothers me. Like with their cars, you mean? Because I'm against cars as well, ideologically speaking, but no, I'm not mad at people for going to work on their car. The CIA founded Jackson Pollock, so we wouldn't be surprised. Okay, I guess we're finding out that the CIA did in fact invent rap. Oh, did I fuck up? Oh my god, I actually fucked up. This guy really has an interesting playstyle. I guess this is what people mean with mid ladder. Guess that's what this is, huh? You get a level 15 Mega Knight, build your whole deck around it. By the way, you popped that in my recommended, you're getting famous. Hell yeah, Nava Gambles. Appreciate that, bro. That's nice. Who do you think killed JFK? It was Jesus, bro. I'm telling you, Jesus is in the other room. He's waiting for me so we can have some hot gay sex together, me and Jesus. And he tells me while we have sex, crazy things that people don't know. Like, I actually killed JFK. I actually, I don't know, I made COVID. It was Jesus, bro. Jesus made COVID. What am I hearing? What up, Surreal Relevant? Come on, HH. What do you mean respect Jesus? Weren't you bashing Christianity earlier? Come on. No way he's mocking Jesus. Oh my God. What are you saying about Jesus? It's almost like a fan club, like a fan base. Yo, Fast PV. Thank you for the roses. Like, you know when you insult, like, I don't know, fucking Logan Paul or whatever, and all of it, or like what is his name again? PewDiePie. Imagine like if you insult PewDiePie and like all of his fans come to your comment section, like, what do you say about PewDiePie? Don't insult PewDiePie. This is basically the Jesus fan base, pretty much. I think you guys are confused about what respect is. I think that's where you're missing the point. Respecting your religion means that I allow like me and the rest of society allows you to practice your religion. It doesn't mean that we believe in that. You know what I mean? I think there is this kind of entitlement, religious entitlement, where people are like, no. For you to respect me, that means I have to tell you what you can say. No, you cannot tell me shit. You cannot tell me shit. In fact, porco Dio and porca Madonna and Dio cane. You know what I mean? You guys probably don't know what I mean because you're not Italian, but I'm basically saying like blasphemies and stuff. Comunque qualcuno dovrà pur fermarti al vincere tutte queste partite. No, bro. We haven't lost yet because I got Jesus on my side of the bad when we have hot gay sex. Yeah, no. This is maybe the misconception here, cancer patient in the chat. I am saying these things because of the people in my chat right now. Like, I am aware of the people around me. I am aware of the context. This is actually why I'm mocking Jesus. Like, I don't mock Jesus on my free time, you know? Oh, that's a little bad. I don't just mock Jesus on my free time. The reason I'm mocking it is because of all the religious zealots in my chat. Yeah, I'll see you, Frog. Thank you for dropping by, bro. Yeah, for all the people in the chat that are butthurt about this, you can unfollow. You can do whatever you want. I don't want religious zealots in my chat. In the same way I don't want Nazis, you know? It's all the same thing. God punish me with that missed night. Yeah. Oh man, this shit is too funny. Alright, we're gonna go Skelly Barrel here. I'm gonna go Spear Gobs here. But yeah, pretty much what I'm trying to teach y'all is the more you try to push your religion down people's throat against their will, the more these people are gonna fight back with things that they don't even believe in, you know what I mean? Like me saying porco Dio, me saying God is a pig, is not even a sentence that has any meaning to me, you know? But it has meaning to you, you know what I mean? Bro, are you Muslim? No. I am actually... Yo, Neil York. Thank you for the raid, bro. Appreciate it. Shout out to Neil York. Alright, we need 100 more trophies and we get to the next arena. Oh no, guys. People in a cult lost their respect for me. No. La polizia, no. No, la polizia, no. No. You're welcome. Thank you, bro. Appreciate it. Y'all are so fun, dude. What deck is this? This is my deck. It's Mortar Bait. I've been playing it for 6 years. It's a dope deck, dude. I've been one-tricking this for a while. Yeah, they're really getting pressed, dude. It's so funny. It's actually a little sad. You know, it's mostly funny until you realize that like these people exist and they have like quite a lot of political power and stuff. Then you're like, okay, we're maybe not as far along human history as I would have hoped that we are. But I personally think most of these societal differences, like society is kind of lagging behind technology right now. And I think that's why we have so much religious fervor and stuff like that. But I think this is all gonna go away with the singularity. Once we get to the technological singularity, like society is gonna have to adapt fast. And you know, that doesn't mean religion is gonna die. I mean, yeah, it kinda means religion is gonna die. It's more like spirituality is gonna survive. Spirituality is gonna be alive again. I'm gonna go for a knight here. I need to go for a muskie as well. Yeah, this is a very unfortunate situation. I guess I deserve it because I was like outside, no, not out cycling. I was what's the name again? Over leveled. I was over leveled until now, so it's okay to be like this right now. Let's go for a Skelly barrel here. Yo, ora Panas, io tutto a posto, tu? Stiamo avendo un bello stream oggi. Sto giocando principalmente nel mio mini account. I'm gonna go for a mortar here. Okay, I mean, he was clearly gonna push like that, but that's fine, of course. I'm gonna go gang like this. You go for spear gobs, come on. Oh no, okay, he got that. But that's fine, that's fine. As long as we don't get 3 crowned. Am I gonna get 3 crowned? No, right? No, we're not getting 3 crowned. That should still get to tower. Okay. I need to lock in here a little bit, otherwise we might lose it. I'm gonna go for a muskie in the back. Spear gobs here. Okay. We're gonna log. I'm gonna go for a knight. Oh wow, that actually got to the tower somehow. Okay, that was a lot of damage. And that's even more damage. Okay, wait a second, we might lose here. I need to lock in. I need to lock in because we might lose. We might actually lose. Next fireball he wins if it's level 15. We need to like actually get in. Spam a lot, spam a lot, spam a lot. It's the only way we win right now. More. Kill that. Skelly barrel. Okay. Wait, did he get me? Oh my god, we lost, dude. We did it. We lost. We actually lost after all of these wins. GG, man. First loss of the stream. I have gone 2 hours and 52 minutes with no losses, and that was the first actual loss. I think that's a good sign that I should probably play until 8k. We can maybe get 9k tomorrow, but I'll at least get 8k. That's the least I can do. We actually finally lost, bro. That took so long. Sono venuto io e hai perso. No, vabbè, ci sta pure a dire il vero. You should play Boss Bandit, Evo Bomber, Evo Cannon, Prince Skeleton, Bats, Log, and Fire Spirit. Nah, I'll play this deck that I'm currently playing. Yes, this account is entirely free to play, Luca. No, ma in realtà non è che non stavo proprio prestando attenzione. Cioè, non sono molto in difficoltà qui. We're gonna go for a knight here. Yeah, of course, Luca. Gonna go for a gang here. Stisci tutto da solo? Sì, sì. Some of these comments are really funny though. How much money do you think you spent on prop then? Probably around 300, I'd say. Reggio de Calabria, Italia. Hell yeah, bro. That's where we're from. Caput Mundi. A che ho iniziato la live 3 ore fa. No way that Firecracker survived that. Alright, I'll just log last second here. Come on, no damage. Nice. Why are all Italians so sad? Probably because of the fascist government that we're under right now. Yo, what up, Noggy Poggy? How you doing, bro? Nice to see you, man. Yeah, going like, oh guys, I was actually joking the whole time and I wanted to get you mad and you got mad, so I won. That's actually still pretty sad, honestly. Grazie, Brian, lo apprezzo molto. 300 is quite some money. Yeah, I spent that shit when I was 16 years old. Can you believe that? Like, I haven't spent shit in the game since I'm 18. And I'm 25 now, so... You know, all the money I spent on the game was, like, way back when. I'm gonna go for a night like this, so the Ice Spirit doesn't jump on the Mortar. Oh, he jumped on the Skelly Barrel anyway. Do you think religious people are brainwashed? Well... I think the term brainwashed is a very bad term. Like, it's very weird. It doesn't really apply to this. Some of them are, like, I don't know, Scientology. You know what I mean? Some cults are so cult-like that I think it falls under the brainwashing category. But most religious people, they're not even brainwashed. They're just like, how do I explain this? It's tribalism. They just want to belong somewhere. In the same way that somebody, you know, there's some people that are really into their football team, right? And they don't miss even one match and they get really angry at you if you say anything bad about their football team. That's what the down bad religious people are like. There's plenty of religious people that are not down bad. Those are not the religious people in the comments here being like, why are you so disrespectful? You know what I mean? Those are the down bad religious people that treat religion like, you know, like tribalism, like a football game, you know? These are actually... As far as the real spirituality goes, these are the most blasphemous people. These are the ones that actually go to hell. You know, if I can appropriate some terms from your culture, guys. Hell, right? No? Jannah? Is that how it's called in Islam? Surprised to see this game alive. Yeah, it's kicking, bro. I think Jinxie kind of brought it back a little bit. Gonna go Spear Gobs here. How do you learn English? Mostly YouTube. Mostly just watching YouTube. We're gonna go for a Mortar here. Yeah, exactly. I'm not attacking anyone's belief. I'm just saying respecting your religion means that I don't tell you what you can say. It doesn't mean that you can tell me what I can say. You know what I mean? Like, you are free to worship, you know, the flying spaghetti monster if you want. That's what freedom is, you know? But no, you are not free to tell other people, you know, like, you are being disrespectful or what. Well, you are free to tell them. They will just react by telling you that you're a fucking idiot. You know what I mean? Because everyone is free to say whatever the fuck they want. Yo, what up, Abbas? How you doing? Opponent's name is Matt. Riley can't read. Oh my god. That's actually a really good play on words, bro. That's for Riley Raid, right? But also Riley, like the log bait player. Okay, that's actually really good. That's actually a really good name. We're gonna go Spear Gobs here, and then we're gonna go Skelly Barrel. Brother, remember when people were helping you learn English back in 2022? That must be a fake memory, because I already knew English in 2022. I've known English since like 2014, bro. Like fluently, you know. I've had my C2 English certificate, which is like, C2 is basically mother tongue. I've had that since 2016. So yeah, that doesn't sound like a real memory. What are the lowest level required to run this deck? I mean, there is no lowest level required. You can run this deck whenever you want. I guess you need to be at Arena 11 to have all the cards available to you. Alright, CS Survey Irrelevant. I'm gonna go gang like this. Pull out some Mortar. I'm gonna go for a Skelly Barrel. I'm gonna go for a Knight. I'm gonna go for a Muskie. I'm gonna go for Spear Gobs, and then we're gonna go for a Mortar. Yay! Are you sure, Wapper? I don't know if that's a real memory or not. Yeah, what's up, Venom? How you doing, bro? Sì, sono cresciuto a Reggio. Non parlo manco dialetto, pensa tu. Alright, Mortar, can you just give me the win already, bro? Come on. You don't want to make this longer than it needs to be. So I think today we're only going to get to 8,000 trophies. We can't really get to 9k because it takes way too long, bro. It's been like 3 hours that I've been streaming already. Dove sei? Reggio Calabria. Centro. Was the stream boring without me as always? Absolutely, bro. Oh yeah, I mean, I do blank on words still now. Mostly it happens to me with Italian though, not with English. Right, we're against Barat here. We're gonna go for a mortar at the bridge. That's gonna die. Go for a muskie. Go for spear gobs. Don't you speak like 6 languages? No, dude. I speak only Italian and English fluently. If we're talking like non-fluently, I speak also Spanish. And if we're talking like just knowing a couple of words, then I know a couple of words in a lot of languages. That doesn't mean I speak them though. Rob, you are the Socrates of Clash streamers. Hell yeah, bro. I like Socrates. Socrates is a cool dude. But you know who was my favorite Greek philosopher? You can probably guess. If you got a good idea of who I am by now, from the way I talk and shit, you probably know who my favorite Greek philosopher is right now. It's Diogenes, bro. It's Diogenes. That's the coolest motherfucker ever. Pensavo fossi indiano, no, bro. Sono italiano. This stream has been way too political. It doesn't matter. I don't really mind. I think we should be able to talk about whatever the fuck we want. Yo, what up, little Gardance? How you doing? You know, I think the only reason talking about religion and politics is not good is because of the kind of people it attracts. I think it's hella cool to talk about religion and politics when you're amongst, like, a respectable group of people. You know what I mean? When you're fully surrounded by dumbass idiots, then it's just like it's like you're talking about the dumbest shit ever. You know what I mean? And then the discussion devolves into like arguing whether people can have rights or not. You know what I mean? Like arguing whether or not people deserve to have rights. But yeah, no, when you're surrounded by like actually intelligent people, I think discussing about religion and politics is some of the deepest discussions you can have. Actually, like the reason they have such a bad reputation, I guess, these two topics, is because of the people that usually want to talk about it, which is the dumbest type of people you can find. We're gonna go for a mortar here. Go for a muskie like this. Definitely gang, even though that witch is gonna be hella annoying. We're gonna go Skelly Barrel here. Mortar can hopefully kill that. Oh, come on. If he went for the Dart Gob, it would have been so good. And this guy really spamming, huh? This guy really spamming, bro. You gotta chill a little bit, man. Like, what is he doing? How does that target my muskie there? Okay, I think I need to lock in a little bit here. Otherwise, we might lose even more than one game, which would be completely unacceptable. I'm gonna go gang like this. I let that connect to my tower. That was bad. It's okay. We're just gonna log the Dart Gob and the Mirror Dart Gob, which doesn't die, by the way. The Mirror Dart Gob does not die to the log. Kinda crazy. We're gonna go gang like this. This guy playing really the dumbest shit ever, man. Gonna go Spear Gob here, Knight. We're gonna Fireball that. More Skelly Barrel. More Goblin Gang. Okay. Hell yeah. Wait, I could actually like fireball his tower. Joey Badass is on top right now in the US. Who's Joey Badass? Is that a Clash player or is that like a rapper? Ooh. I think philosophy is worse than religion for me. It's not fundamental. Everything is a case. Is sad forex. I don't know what you're talking about, Marco. That's another sentence that doesn't really make sense to me. Yeah, having deep conversations with actually intelligent people is one of the most enjoyable things ever. I agree, bro. I think like dumb people kinda ruined my love for discussion, for like intelligent discussion. Because I don't really argue with people much anymore about interesting topics, because then I would have to hear some of the worst takes in history. So I'm kinda not in my debate phase anymore. I used to debate people a lot more, trying to explain things to them, but like, I'm out, bro. Things got so polarized that it's like, just talking about the fact that we all need human rights is already enough to get people all fucked up. Top ladder mortar bait, for fuck's sake. Okay, bro, okay. One time, you got me. You got me, bro. The one time that I'm not actually playing on top ladder. We're trying to get the mini account to 9k trophies, but I think we're gonna stop at 8k actually. Yeah, listen to exclamation point question mark. That's the guy that knows. Venom, if you actually wanna know. Now that HH is gone, I kinda miss him. That's so relatable, bro. That's so relatable. And now God is in chat. Dio. Dio means God in Italian, if you guys didn't know. Yeah, these games are stupid, bro. Volevo dire che la filosofia ha anche le spiegazioni che non convincono, è normale, l'avevo scritto. Ma la filosofia è soltanto filosofeggiare, non è una corrente di pensiero, la filosofia in generale. He's trying to call out Kendrick Lamar and sing how these battles are going. I think it will happen. Joey Badass? I don't think Kendrick is gonna give a fuck. I think Kendrick is gonna leave him on red. But yeah, the reason I asked if it was a Clash Royale player is because you said he's on top right now in the US, which I thought you meant to mean that he was on top of the local leaderboards in Clash Royale. They have a poop sock, not in this current house. I might have had one at some point while I was traveling around the world. What are we doing with this account now? I'm basically just trying to get it to 9k. That's literally all. But I think we'll stop at like 8k today. Because I've been streaming for like over 3 hours. And I don't want to do another hour of this shit. Oh, HH is back! Let's go! Yo, HH! We missed you, bro. We missed you, man. I'm going to Goon because HH is in the chat again, right? No, ma Godel ha provato che non è vero. Godel ha matematicamente provato che non puoi provare tutto con la scienza. Check out Gödel's theorem. Gödel actually proved that you can't explain everything with science or with like any logical system. He proved it mathematically. I'm not even joking. All right, last game, I guess. Show the deck, please. Oops, I started the next one. Yo, good night! Exclamation point question mark. Thank you for staying here for a while. Hope you have a good night. I'm blowing you a little kiss. Love you, bro. Actually, one of the most reasonable people in chat tonight. Bye, Prob. Oh, I'm still here. I'm gonna play one more game, but he was going, I think. Sì. Leggiti Gödel Escher Bach. It's a really good book, but that one is very heavy book. No one understood even after the third rewrite, man. It's been an hour, let it be. Are you talking to HH? Oh, is he still asking people to answer his question? Bro, your question just sounds like poorly constructed rage bait. I don't think there is an actual answer to it. It's like asking like, but why doesn't Superman actually be defeating Batman? You know, including the broken grammar and everything. It's like, there's not any answer to it. This is just like random lore from made up shit. These are like metaphors. You're asking someone to explain you scientifically what the original author probably meant as a metaphor. What is HH's question? Yo, HH, ask your question to Venom. I think he's gonna be able to answer it. Ah, minchia Marco, no, se ti piace questo tipo di roba allora non ti consiglio soltanto di vedere il teorema di Gödel, ma di leggerti proprio il libro Gödel-Escher-Bach di Douglas Hofstadter. Gonna go knight here. Sì, lo conosco Nefastone, ma lui non conosce me, mi sa. We're gonna go mortar here. The Musketeer not one-shotting the goblins is a crime against humanity. Yo, what up, Cell? I'm gonna go mortar here. Vabbè, dai, mi sa che tu sei più forte. Di Nefa? Lo pensavo pure io, dopo in realtà ho avuto un finish migliore del mio. Pensa tu. Yeah, I think we're not over leveled anymore though, chat. We finally did it. We got to a spot on ladder where I'm not anymore over leveled. We might even have an under leveled stream tomorrow. I'm gonna go mortar here. He's probably gonna go for a hog in front of this wizard if we're being honest. So I'll need a musketeer. No hog, huh? Interesting that he didn't go for a hog. We're gonna go for a gang here. Yeah, I might have to win these games with the tiebreaker because of the fact that I'm so... Well, no, I'm not even under leveled yet. But yeah, no, we won. GG, dude. Are you squad bustering? Oh, you're asking Nick. I'm not. Maybe Nick is. But yeah, chat. René Descartes versus Socrates. Who's winning the Expo mirror matchup? Honestly, René Descartes, I feel like could figure out technology faster than Socrates, probably. But I don't know. Maybe Socrates. Are you the best mortar player? By far, my dude. By far. Alright. So, chat. I think we got far enough here. We're all the way to 8k. I could try to get to 9k, but... Man, it's been hours that I've been playing this shit. It's been hours. I think I'm done for today. Follow if you like today's stream. Today's stream was more about the talking than the gameplay. But I had fun. I gotta say I had fun. I'll see you tomorrow. If you like the stream, yeah, follow it. Keep playing, do it. Tomorrow, bro, tomorrow. I've been streaming for 3 hours today. This is the main account in case you guys were wondering. In case you guys were new here and you didn't know. We are currently 205 in the world on my main account. And we are still top 10 in Italy, I would assume. Thank you for the follow, Yaya. You subscribed? Hell yeah, bro. I'll see you tomorrow. And we're 5th in Italy, so hell yeah. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Bye-bye. Much love to everyone, even you, HH. But no love to the fucking religious zealots from earlier. And one final porco dio before we go. Goodbye.